Why, hello, and welcome back, everyone, to another live stream. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, as always, my friends, and today we are going to do a pack trip in Middle-earth, meaning we're exploring Lord of the Rings Online through Middle-earth. I have shrunk down all of my UI to be as small as possible so that you can see as much as possible. As we explore, I'm thinking we're going to explore the outside of the countryside of Umbar, right, in Arid, kind of explore it a little bit, see how it is. Technically, it's evening at the timing right now, but the sun will come up partway through the stream, and then we'll be able to see everything for a good hour and a half in the game. That was the goal of the timing here. I slightly put it up more different than usual, because I wanted our people over in Europe to be able to stay high for a little bit too. So usually we do 3 o'clock an hour later for our kinship events that are second and fourth Friday of every month. But today is an exploring trip, which my kinship is welcome to join me if they want to, but we're basically going to explore and hang out in Lord of the Rings Online. One of our classic things, alright? So, with no further ado, let's get into it. We're going to travel here from our kin house, and that's a temporary live screen, by the way, at the beginning of the stream. I'm trying to think of a more, maybe fitting one for my channel, but I kind of like it for now. It works for now. One that has movement would be cool too. So anyway, just a side thought. Oh, and one thing before I forget, I just spent 6.5 hours yesterday straight updating all the playlists on the channel and redoing the whole homepage. So it was extremely tedious and I didn't want to do it, but I did it. And it's pretty nice. So I've reorganized playlists, so you guys should be able to find old content, right, all my logged content from the last 3 years of the channel and at the time of the stream, and it's all organized nicely. I have 4 different playlists now for Lord of the Rings Online guide videos. I split it up. I went through the guide playlist of 300 videos, kind of moved them around depending on which ones. So I will start traveling and then I'll explain as I travel. We're gonna get to Umbar, and again, it's kind of nice, huh, having the little bit more visual on the screen there. That's why I shrunk everything down. Alright, and we should be streaming at 2K, so it should look really nice. That is the goal right now. What's up, Mr. Ravel, Roving Ranger? And, well, hello everyone, welcome. Have you been playing the anniversary celebrations? I have a little bit, yes. I have been really busy this week. So, like I just explained, I would have rather been doing the celebrations than working on playlists for 7 hours. But I got it done. And then I just fell asleep after that. And then last night I was like, I'm done, going to sleep. So yeah, so we got lots. It's super organized now. And what I was saying is I have 4 different Lord of the Rings Online guide playlists now. Lotro Tale, Lotro Adventure, they're just a series, so those are just single playlists still. But my Lord of the Rings guides are now 101 for Dummies, which is the really basics. Then I have one called The Basics, and then I have one that's the Moderate, and then Advanced. Okay, so those are my 4 playlists. I tried my best to organize. The Moderate one was the original playlist. I tried to move the Advanced ones into the Advanced, and the Basic to the Basic, and any 101 basic, I put it in the other one. So I have a nice little setup there, playlist now for you guys. So whoever needs it, whatever level of player you are in the game, if you're brand new, or you need a refresher, or you need a really more advanced video, I will add to those over time as I make more guides too. That's just the Lotro guides. I did everything else too. I split a Lotro Tale, a Lotro Life, excuse me, my blog playlist into like 5 playlists. One is animals and gardens, one is travel blogs, one is, yeah, you can go look for yourself. I'm not going to bore you all at the beginning of the stream. I spent a lot of work on it, so I'd love it if you guys would double check and see what you like. you know, if you're in Discord with us, you can join it down there. You know, you can tell me, hey, you know, I noticed this, or, you know, oh, I love it, or, you know, oh, I love this playlist, you know, because, you know, that kind of thing. Granted, I don't want too many playlists, so I tried to keep it to exactly what I needed. I don't want it to be like, you know, 100 playlists, because there are like 50 now, but it's nicely organized now, so you should be able to find things a lot easier. I'm trying to think where I need to go. I need to go to the Shield Islands. Not the Shield Islands. I need to go to Umbar, so I should just go to Bree. I think I could take a... Bree usually has connections to everywhere, so we'll do that. I'll just use my 5-minute cooldown map. The rewards are very cool. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, we're kind of like tempted to see these rewards. Since it's nighttime, maybe we'll check them out real quick. Are there rewards at the party tree or in Bree? At the party tree, right?
What can I do for you?
Let's see. I think I have a map to it. Choose one of these maps they give us. We'll come back. Anyway, I'm very excited to stream, guys. This is always fun. So, okay, so this brought us straight to this. Where are the reward guys here? Fireworks vendor.
Hello there.
No, we don't want that.
Hello, friend.
He has
Could
the
you
quest.
help me with
I'm gonna
something?
do that right now. Who's this person right here? This is the old crafting, right? Yeah, I thought it was a crafting guy. I'm like, that's a crafting expert. It must be on the party tree, right? Yeah, see, I haven't even looked at the rewards yet. I've only done some of the events. Alright, sounds good, Albin. Hello. They're at the market square. Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you. Over here. Got it. Alright, we'll go over there. Let's check them out real quick, just for fun, so we can all see them. I can check them out. You guys can check them out. Megovanen! Zendo, hello there. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we're gonna do... So again, today is going to be an exploring trip. We're gonna wait a little bit for the sun probably to come up, but I will get there before that. Let's see. Rewards vendor, where are you? Is this the town? No, there's the town crier. We don't care about... Oh, there they are. There's the reward people. It's this area. Oh, yes, now I remember.
Hello, friend. Can I help you with something?
Hello. Oh, dude, I have so many tokens for this character. Legendary gift box. What does this do? This box contains a prize for you. I wonder what's inside. Ooh. Probably one of these randomized, right? I have so many tokens, actually, that I've been saving up. I
Of what help may I be to you?
Aha. Green Dragon in head... Oh, I could get this. Could actually get these ones. Alright, what do we got here? Tome. Oh, that's the hamster one. Oh, well, I've earned some tokens. I could get the hamster. Wait a second. Okay, hat. Oh, the green dragon. Yeah, the green dragon stuff. This is what I actually talked about on my update video, didn't I? I actually was the one that told everyone. I forgot. Yes, these are really cool. The green dragon in League. Oh man, do we even have this for our kinship house yet? I should buy this. You feel a bit woozy. More brew will solve that. Oh no, is this a teleport keg? Does this teleport you? Oh, I know, the green dragon bar. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I wish I could show you. Ow, you little crab man, you are loud. Someone's got one of the new crabs. Very cool. Green dragon in tankard. Oh man, that's so cool. Wait, the green dragon in tankard takes... Oh yeah, that's the festival tokens. Duh. A lot of them take the anniversary tokens. Well, I guess I will take... Oh, this is the one for the hamster. Oh, I have enough for the hamster with fireworks and the tankard? Well, yes, please. All right, there we go. All right, now I've got a hamster. Alright, where did it put my hamster? There it is. Let's see my little hamster. Oh, look at how cute he is! And he's carrying my fireworks. I know it doesn't seem safe, but don't worry. We're not gonna light them. He's just carrying them. Come on, little hamster. Oh my gosh, he's so fast. I guess he has to be if he's gonna keep up with me. Hamsters are pretty fast. You know what they should do? They should add a hamster in a hamster wheel or a hamster ball. That would be pretty funny for future pets. Look at him, little tiny hamster man. His name is Mary. Mary making hamster. Hello, Mary. Mary the hamster. Okay. And now let's hold this keg. So if I do cheers with this keg, that would just be regular. I guess I could do drink, right, with this keg. Oh, I grab a different keg in the other hand. Just like dual wielding mugs. Oh my gosh. That's cool. Oh, it's got a little dragon on it. You see it? Like the little green dragon symbol. That's pretty cool. I wish I could get a better angle here for you to see it. Can I like get on a wall? Oh. Well, I was on the wall until I was in the bush. What's happening? Oh my gosh. It's a glitchy spot. Alright, there we go. Yeah, look at that. Alright, what is the command that I could get this mug to look better than just holding it sideways? There's got to be like a position I could do. Is this where I just dance with the mug? Yeah, there we go. I mean, that's kind of awesome. I like it. It's still a very cool mug. Very, very cool. All right, that is awesome. I also have a few more things
Greetings,
here,
traveler.
so
How may I be of assistance?
The green dragon in. I wonder if I should get tome. Oh, different. Is it a different hamster? It's a different hamster. All right, Sienna's hamster. Okay, and a hat. Dude, the hat is kind of what I want. And the green dragon outfit. Oh, dude. Oh, it's tempting. Garments of the Green Dragon and gift wrapped. Oh, so you can give to someone else? Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I forgot. I love that they have that option. You can just buy gift wrapped. If I buy the 2 hat and stuff, though, I can't buy the. I'm gonna have to do more of the event so I can get these other ones. Hey, what's up, Jardith? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Tome of the Merrymaking Hamster. Oh, I see. I could have just bought it with mithril coins. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I could only use those coins for those 2 things, so. It doesn't matter either way. These are awesome. Steed of the Green Dragon. I don't really care for that too. Green Dragon in... Oh, that's an appearance for your war steed. Oh, sweet. That's why it's the same price. That is pretty cool.
Are you looking for something, friend?
And this guy's got more stuff. Yeah, man, it's so fun. I love like the event things they have. It's so cool. All right. Anyway, so when's the sun coming up here? We got a little bit of time here. In the game. I still wish that there was an option in Lord of the Rings Online where you could just adjust what time of day it is, what you feel like playing in, like for your character. Obviously, it wouldn't change it for the world, but it would just change it from your perspective as a logged in character. I feel like maybe with the engine that would get really weird and glitchy. I don't know, because there are some things in the world that are based off times, like night-day cycle, not just like time of the server time. I mean, they could probably update that, right, to fix that, but that might just get glitchy. Who knows? Who knows? All right, anyway, you guys are here to explore Middle Earth,
at your service.
not shop in Middle Earth. I should have called this Shop in Middle Earth episode. But I think I will grab one more thing in case I forget here. Should I get us the Green Dragon Inn keg for our house? No one's got that already, right? I didn't see it in the house. I think I should. Anyone here? No one's already bought that for our house, right? For our Kinship house. I also really want this in the in-league bar, though. That's kind of cool. Oh, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the bar first. Yeah, we're gonna get the bar. I know, or I could buy the bar and the hat. And then I could try to come back for the keg. How much more time do we have on this event? Not much. Isn't it like the last day or something? Does anyone else in our group have the keg already? How many coins can you get a day if you do all the events? I only usually do like 2 or 3 on a daily, so I don't know. I guess you can get a lot from the party tree too, right? By the bar, it's awesome. Yeah, I think we're gonna have the bar. I think it'll add to the house a lot. 2 more days left. Okay, well. Alright, well, we'll get some more. I'll get the hat too. And then I'll wait and I'll see if I can get the keg and the other thing. Let's put the hat on for today, for our stream. We're gonna wear the hat. The Rift helmet, I believe I have this helmet. Let me grab my VIP rewards, which I don't have right now. Oh my gosh, look at this. Someone else dressed up in Rift armor. I approve. Look at this, matching Dwarven brothers. Very nice, I approve of this. This guy is a, not a regular dwarf, he's a Zaruka though. You see how he stands up so straight and stiffly? See how it's different? Look, and I'm a little bit like bigger this way. I will say the shoulder width of the regular dwarf is a little bit more impressive this way. But as you can see, he stands slightly taller because, you know, he's not doing this. He's like up.
Hello,
not important.
friend. Could you help me with something? Greetings, friend.
Alright, let me just quickly go into my wardrobe. I'm gonna drop my hat in here and my mug so I don't forget. Put them part of my thing. And then I'm gonna just double check I have my Rift helmet. Or do I have it inside? Oh, you know what? I may have it inside my regular shared storage. No, shared vault. Vault storage. Ah! So many things! Where's my Rift helmet? That's not Rift, that's Fifth. There it is. Okay, so I have the Rift helmet. In fact, it's one of my favorite helmets of all time, so I'm gonna drag and drop it into my wardrobe as well. I don't know why I don't already have it in there. And now we are going to go ahead and equip my helmet onto this, my new hat. We're just gonna wear this hat today. There we go. That is our adventuring hat today, my friends. We're a true gentleman. Spiffing. It looked like a very spiffing Brit here. I think the Brits would be true, or at least Irish. I don't know. I don't know. This is crazy. It looks like dragon scales or teeth. That's really, really cool, actually. That is awesome. And also, yeah. All right, sweet. A letter just flies by us. That's one of the events, is to catch that envelope. I'm pretty sure, from what I remember. All right, we're set. Let's go get prepared here. Anyway, isn't Bree awesome though? I love Bree. I think it's so pretty. I really just love the art style of this game so much. You know what I decided? You know how in Discord there's like sound bites? I decided the other day that I would record a sound bite in our Discord as a joke, and it'll be, wow, look at that water. That'll be the sound bite. And you guys can troll all you want with that. I give you total rights to troll with that. I'll give you a little advice in life. If you can't laugh at yourself when you do something funny, you've got to be able to laugh at yourself. Now, granted, it doesn't mean you can't have a little bit of pride, and if someone's constantly putting down everything you're doing, that's a different thing, okay? I'm talking about good humor, good fun, not constant poke. That's different, right? Those are different things. There are differences. We all know in society there's difference. There's picking on someone, and then there's everyone's laughing at something that is funny that someone does, right? That they also think is funny, which I agree. I think it's very funny. So, I'm gonna just grab this quest real quick.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I will light some fireworks off while I talk with you guys for a minute, and then we hopefully will be closer to daytime, and we will be able to, how about, a bright blue one. Launch it now, okay? And also, I turned the fireworks sound effects off. I don't know if you noticed, it's a lot quieter. It's just a couple of the effects. I turned off all the, like, really loud, annoying effects. That isn't yellow. Got it. How many are gonna pick green? That's the question. Oh, we got a blue, red, and a green. Oh, we picked all 3 colors. Very impressive. All right, this is just one of those little generic ones. I can do this while I talk with you guys. You want to make me a video of every time you said that? Dude, Alvin, no, I don't. if I had some viewers that, like, gave me every timestamp of a video, or at least found like 10 of them, I would go and clip them all and make a video. But if someone did the extra work, but that would be hours of work. All right. Quickly, launch a firework that's not green. Alright. That's so troll that he's like, yeah, launch it! Oh, it's not this color. Oh. That dwarf is quite drunk right there. Set up fireworks, anything except yellow! That guy's elk. It's a pretty cool little event. I think it's neat. Alright, when we're done with this, we're gonna go travel. Let's dazzle the crowd with a firework that is yellow. A splendid show. Alright, here. Send up a red firework. You've earned 142 tokens so far. Wasn't too nice. Very nice. What are all the easiest ones, you think? Probably this one. This one just takes a good 2 minutes. And you're pretty much done. How often can you do this one? What's the cooldown on this event?
How can I be of service?
Guess we'll see in a second. Blue one. Launch a blue one. There we go.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings. Oh, only 30 minutes. Oh, wow, you could really just kind of farm that for the 2. But, it's not too bad. Best ones are in Bree. And the 100%... Wait, Shire? What does that say here? Let's put that past. I noticed one thing I get a little annoyed about with the stream thing is that heart that you like can heart or whatever. It sometimes will cover up the last word. Yeah, the best one, the Shire. Yeah, for sure. The Shire is pretty awesome. All right, so we're technically at midnight in the game right now, which means we only have a good like 15 minutes before the sun starts breaking over the thing, which gives me a, I don't know, 5-minute grace period. Just go to the party tree. Just for a few minutes. do a little pack trip towards there first.
What do you need?
Sir, wait, this isn't the right one. Where's the festival one? Free festival grounds. Oh, I guess there. Do they have much out here in the Bree festival grounds to do? I usually always come here and there's like nothing to do. This is for other events, right? Usually. Do they have the race one? Yeah, see, there's no quest to do out here. It's so weird since it's like the anniversary event. We came here, I don't know if you guys realize, but my longest stream I've ever done on the channel was literally like, the end of it was here, and it was during the music festival. And we were doing that music festival for 8 hours. And that was I was on the Ender of Aldo with my other character, watching all the performances. That was crazy. This is for the spring one? Got it. Yes. Oh, and YouTube is warning me that it's going to give an ad in 30 seconds. So I won't say anything important in the next 30 seconds when it starts. Guys, did you know there's this big new thing? Cuts off for commercial. I'm just trolling you. All right, I'm gonna go to the tree here for a minute, the party tree, if you will humor me. And then oh, you can do the race. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, so I should have walked farther back to do that, but. We will ride around here in our new fancy hat. What do we got? Games Master?
What can I do for you this fine day?
Greetings, traveler. How may I be of assistance?
This is another turn-in guy, just like the one okay. Same one. Got it. Should probably make a guide video, a simple one, just like showing people where all the barter people are for these events.
Hello there.
I'll keep that in mind for the future. Alright. Can I go to the party tree from here? No? Alright, let's go Hobbiton. And this is Hobbiton. Give you guys a little. We'll do a little bit of the tour here. Pack trip way walk around. I love this spot right here. It's so pretty. This game does a really good job of, with its art style, making you feel like you are in a world. That's one thing I really think is impressive about this game. Even for its age, like the sky and stuff, like you feel like as a character you are in the world, like you logged in right to the world of like the Matrix, the Matrix of Lord of the Rings Online. Party tree only has the bounties and waypoints and treasure. Okay, all right. So the only ones you can do then are the race, the fireworks. Is there any big concentration of ones in Breland to get things done? But this one has a lot of quests, right? Like with the bounties and stuff that you can get stuff done.
I shall simply go mad.
Yeah. Oh wow, you are a loud boy. Welcome, welcome. If you're here for the anniversary festival, you have come to the right place. I'd recommend you look around and participate in many fun activities. Plenty to do. I mean, yeah, this gives 5 right here. All right. Complete a year yield intro. I've never done this one, really, on this character? Thought I have. Anyway,
Ribbons? Lists?
Oh, man.
What does it all mean?
Isn't this what we did the other day? I mean, I guess I could do them solo. I know where they all are. It'd be pretty easy. Yeah, these are definitely ones that I could run and do here. I'm thinking, I'm like, my gears are turning in my head. I could make a whole, like, whole guide video on every single one of these quests. Just do the entire thing. Oh, so a lot of these are just like travel around, man. How many of these can you accept at once? The only thing I don't like about a lot of these is you have to look them up on the Lotro wiki. I kind of wish they would be on the quest finder. I understand this, that they're scavenger hunts, some of them. So like you're supposed to find them, like the people to defeat. But I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. And by the way, it's showing me the same one, right? So if I accept that one, it's the same on all of them, right? They're all the same? Yeah, okay. Well, this is for later. We'll do this later, because we're on a mission to explore Middle-earth today on this stream.
Stay and have some tea.
Oh, and I see these ones, if you complete, you get extra things, and then she'll give the tome for doing those. Got it. Yeah, well, I'll figure that out later. There's no dances as rewards? The emotes?
Hoy there! You give me a moment.
That's an old quest that I have yet to do. Remember those quests I told you that I don't like serving pies or collecting eggs? Some people love that, mind you. I know a lot of you really enjoy those quests. They're fun. And I'll do some of those on the Lotro Tale, the voiceover series, because it'll be fun for that. But just when I'm
friend.
like trying to level quickly. I forgot, she's got this old, like, you can turn in old barter things here. A bucket. Oh, okay. Very cool. Alright, well anyway, you guys have been nice and patient, so let's go ahead and get to our location that we're going to travel today, because we only have a little bit of time before the sun will come up, but it'll be great to explore. So we're off to the city of Umbar. Let's see, the fastest way to get there. Do I have a teleport to Umbar? Let's see. Kings. We're going to go here. We'll see how close that gets us. Alright, off to explore Middle-earth. We did explore a little bit. We explored the party grounds and Bree. But, I wanted to explore a certain area. So that's the goal today. I definitely came to the complete wrong place.
A king has come again to Gondor.
This is not where I thought I was going. Can I go to Dol Amroth from here? Thank you. I gotta get to King's Gondor, not regular Gondor. How long did it take to get to level 150? Let's see. If you were trying really hard to level very, very quickly, it's a tricky question, okay? Because I would say someone playing normally, I'd say you could probably get there, if you were playing average speed, maybe like 100 hours over a couple weeks. But if you were like power farming and like you knew exactly where you're going and exactly what quest you're gonna do and not do that take more time, where you could get like maybe a few levels a day, maybe you could get it done in like, I don't know, 30 or 40 hours. But overall, I'm thinking it's gonna be up. It's gonna take you probably a realistic person who has a, you have a job or you have something else you have to take care of and you only play a few hours a day. It's gonna take you many months, I would assume. A couple months.
A king has come again to Gondor.
That's just a filthy casual. It took me 2 months roughly. Oh, there you go. That sounds about right. It's definitely not as tedious as you might think, especially it depends on are you trying to enjoy the story and like do quests you shouldn't really be doing for experience level because they're too low level for you, because you're like enjoying a quest line with a story, or are you like, oh, okay, forget those quests, they're 4 levels below me now, let's go for these new quests that are my level, give me more experience, that kind of thing. I have a few guide videos on that, if you're curious. I need to get to King's Gondor. There's King's Gondor. Can I go to, can I just go to Dol Amroth, King's Gondor? I wanted to go to Barabeth or whatever, but Why can't I just come back to here as King's Gondor? Why do you have to send me somewhere else? This lady's mean. Well, I've never been there. Might as well learn it. Subtrop. Now, remember, this character has been made since pre-max level 50, so this character has thousands of hours on him. So, to get this character to 150, thousands of hours. I'm talking about when the cap was 150 and you bring a character up. Now, have I brought a character from 1 to 150 since the new cap? No, I have not. So that is why I can't give you an exact answer. I guess I could try, but that's kind of unrealistic for all the other content
has a king again.
I do on this channel. Oh.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you in quite some time.
I'll have to tell Sardio that you're back. What brings you to Sardo?
Gondor has a king again.
Alright. Now it will let me go back to Delimbroth. That's so funny. Like, so, do you guys, like, how much time is logged in on this character? I've been playing since the game came out. Okay. This character right now, Zollin, just this character, has 5 months, 2 weeks, 1 day, 13 hours, 13 minutes, and 3 seconds logged in on him at the time of this stream. But that's over 17 years, so. And he's my main character.
The long night
So
is
he's the one I'm
ended and the
usually
sun
on.
rises upon a peaceful kingdom.
And again, this has been one of my favorite games, and now it's kind of like, you know, part of my job. So this game, part I say, but it does a lot of it. We need to go to, can I really not get from there still? I just want to get to, wait, I went to regular Dol Amroth? No, I wanted to go to King's Gondor Dol Amroth. This is so annoying. Is there a way for me to switch right here that I'm missing? This is the only thing the dimension thing between like all the Gondor areas that are like 2, depending on what level and what time frame you're in the world. It's a cool idea, but I can also say that it gets a little frustrating sometimes. Especially when it's like, I know I went to the right place. I think I'm just gonna go to, I think South Bree I could just take a fast travel. I'm pretty sure to where I'm going. I thought I had a map to Umbar, but apparently I don't. Not for sure I had a map to Umbar. Did I really not put a map down for Umbar? And Falas?
How can I be of service?
Man, I can't get to Umbar from here? Are you kidding me? Alright, guys, help me out. Anyone know off the top of their head? I'm probably just drawing a total blank here. See, so Dol Amroth is where I just was. It's not helping me because I can't get to Umbar from there. I thought there was just a fast travel. There's King's Gondor. Pelagar, maybe Pelagar West Gate, and then I go down to the, oh, you know why? Because I have to take a boat, don't I? That's why. I have to walk down to the dock. You have to take the boat teleport. You can't teleport from a horse master. That's my problem. Just figured it out. I just answered my own question. Sorry, guys. I just answered my own question. I have to go down to this guy. Right there. See that? Which I just figured out in my own brain. See, I just had to give myself a minute to think. Also, do you guys recognize this spot? This is the spot you do the epic battle. But this is not the epic battle. This is the regular area. See? This is where you do the epic battle. I'm sure you recognize it if you've watched any of our Kinship events. Alright, so... don't mind the broken leg, it'll be fine. Yeah, see this is why I had to go to a dock master. Ah. Bree at night.
A king has come
There
again
we
to
go.
Gondor.
That's where I wanted to go. Umbar. So we've explored the Shield Islands in another tour pack trip. But today we're going to explore the outer side of Umbar. So welcome to Umbar, everyone. Again, it is still nighttime, but it is the late watches, which means it's basically like 4 a.m. in the morning in the game. So, but give it another 10 minutes, it will be at dawn. All right. So, what I want to explore today is, and again, I started the stream way earlier than usual. I'm thinking of exploring this area up here and through these mountains, because I've never looked. It's a large area. So I was thinking of going and exploring up in Arid. We'll see where the stop is of the world until future expansions. I thought we'd kind of explore up these mountains. So we have explored in the Shield Islands. If you guys want to see them again, let me know. Later in the future, they're probably going to add way more out here, I'm assuming, since they add this whole map system. Even though really all we have is the Cape here, and then we have the Shield Islands, and then, of course, if we go over to Gondor, we have this left side over here, right? Let's see here, though. How do I... And also, you know, one thing I would really like added to the map, which I bet they will in the future. See how I could say to King's Gondor, and then it brings me into King's Gondor? But if I go up and I go back down with the regular map, it turns into regular Gondor. I'd love it if they had some inversions right on the map, right? Where you could say like Western Gondor, and there's like 2 buttons, and one's King's and one's... So you go to the same spot if they're like a dimensioned place. I don't know if you guys know, but there's like dimensions, right? For everyone. Everyone watching knows this, but if someone's watching as a new player later, there's some areas that are, according to time, they've been changed. And they're like different levels. There's like Gondor before the Lord of the Rings Return of the King book, and we do the battles, and that's like level 70 to 90-ish. And then there's after the battle, which is levels like 40 to 50. I mean, levels 140 to 150, excuse me. Later in the story. So this, again, is Umbar, but we are going to head out the gate here at the south. So that's where I'm going to go to get prepared for our trip here. Go with my character's head here. There's some of the waterways. Alright, we're traveling through the city of Umbar. Or Umbarbel, or whatever it's called, is the capital. It's Baharbel, is what it's called. Midsummer King's Gondor shift travel. Oh, okay, okay. Yes, Mr. Rel, exactly. Yeah, Umbar looks really good. I mean, hey guys, look at that water. Well, yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, I love the city. The city looks freaking awesome. I mean, they did such a good job. It's like kind of what I would envision as Umbar. Now, granted, some of you might be like, oh, I thought it'd be kind of darker, like the movies kind of style, more scary with spikes everywhere. I think this is probably a little more realistic in the game because technically this area was designed originally and built by Numenorians, and some of it was, and some of it wasn't. That up there is extra lore added for the game. There's some dwarves that live here, which I've never been up there. You guys want to go up there while we're waiting for the daylight to come up? Late watches still. We can get up there, right? How do you get up there? There's a road. Right side. Got it. You know, the music is all over the place in volume, and I'm not sure. If it's too loud, let me know. If it's too quiet, but it does add a mood. Hey, look, another player. Also exploring. He's always happy to help. Sweet. All right. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is it. We found it. Oh, man. Look at this. This is cool. So this is another Dwarven kingdom. So this is a different clan of dwarves. These are not Durin's folk. These are one of the other 7 clans, is what Lord of the Rings Online is going for. hence them looking completely different. Alright. Durin's folk is kind of in Middle-earth and all the middle and north and south, where these guys live far, far, far from the center of Middle-earth. Can I not go in yet? Oh, it's probably a quest or something. I was kind of hoping I could go inside. I guess maybe there's a quest in the future. Or maybe the Catacombs update will have more to do with that. Maybe they live in it. I'm not sure. Anyone know off the top of your head? Waves, water. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. The end of the Return of the King, how they've done this, definitely. Elvin loves water. We should all love water. We need it to live. Everybody needs water. All right. Look at how, dude, this city is awesome. By the way, I will say I gotta give another good point, like, for that what they've done here. The city looks really, really good at night. It's not dark, right? Like, they've lit it up even more so than, like, Bree or any of the other towns. And I think that's was very smart to have a really high light. Because, of course, you know, with all of these buildings, you'd have a lot of light sources and stuff. So, I just think I'm glad they didn't make it where it was pitch black. You know, like, everything was dark when you did stuff. There's one of the big buildings. What am I I'm hearing, like, running. Oh, I guess it was just those guys walking. Yeah, look at this place. It's so cool. The cart. Got a little loader. Yeah, it's pretty darn awesome, dude. I love exploring Middle-earth. Again, I get sidetracked when I do this. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of buying a little bit of time for us while we wait for that sun to come up. I don't know if you can see, but the sun is coming up. You see how the clouds are turning reddish over there? It's going to... It does slowly adjust. So it's going to say, pre-dawn here in a second. So I'm assuming it's like 5 a.m. in the game. It's obviously faster than our time in real life. It's an hour and a half night, and then or a little less than an hour and a half, and it's an hour and a half daytime, I think, in the game. Ooh, there's the bottom of our horse. Alright, guys. Here's the main gate. This is where we're going to go on our pack trip here when we travel out. Yeah, look at that. Look at how cool. You can see, like, all the people, and you can see the seagulls up there flying around in the dark. Oh. They changed the... Something happened with the sound there. No, it wasn't. That's a lot of people. Yeah, Harkin, that's a good point. A lot of people don't understand that. They were, like, Umbar, the country itself, was never evil. Because, in fact, a lot of the, you know, they have a mixture of descendants of some Numenorian, but then a lot was, you know, people that already lived in this area, right, of Harad and all these lands. But you have to remember, too, that those people that come to fight in the Lord of the Rings movies, because the movies, even though they're really, really well done, they don't give you the full picture. Those were, like, pirates of this area. So they were, like, I don't know, some of them were maybe, there were certain pirate lords that lived in the city, probably, that were baddies, were being paid off by Sauron. But it didn't mean all the people in this area were evil. And they don't all hate Gondor, which is what Lord of the Rings Online is kind of trying to show in the storyline, which they do a really good job. There's, like, people that kind of resent, you know, it's gray, just like the world, right? There's some people that like Gondor, some people that hate Gondor, some people that are, like, you know, kind of in the middle, they don't really care, right? It's very well done. No, I don't think, I think Tolkien points that out pretty clearly, that, the Haradrim and the Easterlings and the people of Umbar and the Corsairs were not all just flat evil. They just were unfortunately influenced by Sauron the most, especially in, like, Rune. because remember, Sauron lived there 400 years. So, like, they didn't have outside influence from other things, so he was just kind of corrupting people. But that's why in the stories, we know the 2 blue wizards went to the east, right? Which may have been this area too, possibly, but I'm assuming it's more towards Rune, which is up here, right? And Tolkien says that a lot of Rune realized the wizards told them things, and they turned against the evil people who were then joining Sauron. They had a civil war basically, and that was the only reason that Gondor and Rohan didn't lose, because of what the wizards did and what those good people at Rune did. Because if they had launched the entire country of Rune's might against that army too, on top of the entire country of Mordor and the entire country of the Haradrim and all their tribes, it would have been too many, is what Tolkien said. So obviously the good people of Rune, it's implied, and the good people of Harad, obviously, and Umbar, either didn't come to help evil Sauron or were fighting against people who had been corrupted, right? Gotta remember that. Lotro does a really good job of showing that too. And I mean, Tolkien obviously shows and implies that in a lot of his statements. You could just take that out. Yeah, just some turmoil with the Númenóreans due to some shoddy kings. Yes, that is true. That's kind of what... There was a little bit of resentment in Umbar with stuff. But, yeah. Yeah, Lotro helps with that, yeah. Though I think that Harkin, you could easily see that already in the actual books, Tolkien's books. Like, there's been a lot of... discussions that some people think that Tolkien was just saying, oh yeah, they were all evil. It's not true. People are jumping to that conclusion without reading the whole story. But yeah, Lotro does a good job of expanding on what Tolkien said and saying, well, let's break this up, since Tolkien doesn't really talk about these countries in super detail of like all of their little ins and outs, right? Because that wasn't the point of the story of the Lord of the Rings books, right? It would have been stupid to kind of like break off and like have an entire chapter dedicated to talking about, this other country. That would have made the books even longer. Oh yeah, I want Rune too. Oh yes. Yeah, I think they will. The fact that we have Umbar right now, and will most likely have Harad in the future, makes me think that they will definitely go to Rune sooner or later. Like, especially with this storytelling, right? Maybe Aragorn will go to Rune, right? To kind of, like, become friendly with them again, right? And kind of defeat any influences of Sauron that are left. Because, I mean, Sauron is evil, right? Alright, let's go ahead and start our exploration here. It's forward on now, which means we have about a few minutes. So here's the first area. We have I don't think, is this part of the ocean here? But anyway, that was an interesting conversation. So this is like the inland bay that comes, this is a river that goes in. So, no, it doesn't, it stops. So this is just part of the ocean still, around the side. Exactly, Harkin. I mean, yeah, Tolkien points that out in the books, too. Absolutely. Yeah, he's talking about people in this area, right? Nirn? Are you talking about, like, the Sea of Nurnunin and stuff? There were actually some peoples in here. Like, I know the Rings of Power series shows people being, like, right here, right? Like, that small group before Not Doom goes off and all that stuff. Which is plausible, right? I'm not sure how many people lived inside this valley, but it's plausible because this is a very large area of Mordor. Sauron just kind of took it over as his own personal place. Doesn't necessarily mean Mordor itself, way back in the day, was evil. Sauron's just like, ooh, look, a mountain range that makes a perfect wall. I think I'll make that my base, Makes sense. Close enough to attack Gondor and corrupt the other human kingdoms, too. I mean, look at Gondor got corrupted, too, to an extent. Look at that. So this is the inland bay. You can see some beautiful clouds up there. Pretty cool. So again, all of these areas out here, these mountains in the back, we're going to explore that right now. That's what we're going to travel through and explore. Look at that. Oh, look at that. There's a current. There's a difference in currents. Do you guys see that? Is that just me, or can you guys see that? So there's some ripples down here in the water, but there's actually a current pulling out in the center, but not here. So this water isn't moving. That water over there is moving. That's cool. Is the sound balanced okay? In my ear, those cicadas are a little loud, but is that just my these headbuds? There were a lot of yeah. There was definitely a high amount of slavery in these other areas of Middle Earth. Yeah. Even though Tolkien doesn't really go into that a lot in his books, he definitely pointed that out in, you know, Nirn, Rune, Arid, that kind of stuff. Because they would enslave areas of, you know, Gondor and people and stuff. Wow, look at that. That's really pretty. Look at how... Okay, so this is an example of the newest water in the game. And look at that. It's gorgeous. Let's just take a moment here. They actually took the time to do detailed title currents. SSG, yeah. Yep. That's that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go away here for a second so you can kind of just look at how well done this water system is. And also you can kind of see the reflection over there. That's pretty freaking awesome. And if we go close to it, it still looks good. So this is the area I want to explore today. Yeah, see, because you can tell this one kind of goes in slightly and it's real slow, but over there it's moving. And I like that they have the reeds along the banks here. Gives me a very Egyptian feel with these reeds going on along the edge here. Like the Nile. Whoa! That's a freaking alligator! Holy... That scared me. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, it's another one. They're in the reeds. I was not expecting that. Wait, did they just threaten me or did they attack me? Was that just a threat? Oh my gosh, man, I have a freaking heart attack from that. What is this? Oh, it's one of those cute little desert mice. Dude, that thing's so cool. Wait a second. No, fight me, creature. We need to see how cool you are. Oh my gosh, that thing looks awesome! What? Oh, that was a little loud, wasn't it? Oh, I also have my sounds up really loud. Maybe that's why it's so loud on my end. I have the sounds turned way up. Maybe it's better for you guys. Dude. Alligators in the reeds, or crocodile. I don't really, let's see. I'm trying to remember the difference there. Because what do you get, Alvin? What are they in Florida? Are they crocodile? I mean, it says it's a crocodile, so. Oh man, I would love if they added Linden. That would be so cool. I also want the Grey Havens. I really want the Grey Havens. Oh, the trees? Tropic? Subtropic? Yeah, I can get what you're talking about with these over here. These trees. Yeah. But I mean, yes, you're right. They do have a little bit of a copy and paste look sometimes with all the trees. But I will say that those kind of trees do kind of seem copy and paste in real life too, because I live around a lot of them. They just all look the same. I'm not really a huge palm tree fan. I mean, I think they're cool trees. I don't dislike them, but if I was going to choose what I wanted in my front yard, it probably wouldn't be a palm tree. That would probably be on the end of the list. I'm not a big fan of palm trees. It's funny because I live around them. I live in Southern California, so we have a lot of palm trees. But maybe that's why I'm not really that big of a fan, because there's so many of them all around me all the time. All right, so let's just kind of explore here. That is a very cool desert cow. Again, I like the fact that the fauna they went for and animals was very like almost African, like for Umbar, which is exactly what Tolkien like kind of explains, right? I really hope this thing's pretty cool. Look at this cow. It's pretty much just a water buffalo, right? Everybody wants a water buffalo. I'm fighting a water buffalo. Didn't you always want to fight a water buffalo? That was on my list for sure of things I wanted to fight in my life. Even his death animation looks pretty realistic, actually, how it fell. That's pretty cool. Man, they put a lot of work in a lot of this. This is crazy. So let's go admire it. Let's see here. Why is my, trying to figure out why it has this whole thing open down here. I do not want this open. I'll just refresh the page, see if that fixes it. Alright, let's keep exploring. Dude, those crocodiles were flippin' awesome. And I like that they keep a little tie-in with Lotro, like the classic boar. Oh, dude, this desert buffalo, it's definitely a buffalo, because it says it's a buffalo, is attacking me. Oh, dude, that is a big boy. Back off, Mr. Buffalo. Don't worry, guys. I protected my pet hamster. I think I should just name him Hammy. Yeah, crocodiles. Okay, yeah, Africa. Alligators are Florida. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Thank you, Elvin. Thank you. I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, one of them is the location of where they're from, but they're like a different species slightly, even though they're both terrifying. I think they're cool animals though, but ooh, speaking of that, look, it's a freaking lion, dude. It's flipping lion. Savannah Pride, mate. Alright. Yo, Pride. Oh, dude, look how cool they look. Oh, dude, they're well animated. Dang, they look cool. Alright, the sun is coming up. We're going to head deeper into the area here. Can I cross that water and go to the other side? Is it even crossable now that I think about it? I wonder if this is even crossable. Dude, those crocodiles blend in so good because of that. Oh gosh. Bad boy. Bad. Oh my gosh, they're so flipping cool, dude. Look at that thing. Let's just back up. Dude, it's sound effect. It's awesome. Oh my gosh, it's so cool, you guys. All right, let's see if it's crossable over there. I'm assuming that this river probably isn't fully crossable, because they haven't added anything on the side yet. And this looks like we're getting close to where the dead end will be. Dead end until we get an expansion and they add on another part of the world. Gosh, man, isn't it fun to be exploring one of the biggest games of all time? Also, guys, look, monkeys. And we do know there are monkeys here in Middle-earth. Because the elephants, the Mumakil, come from somewhere farther south than Umbar. So they come from somewhere way down here and far down here. There's a jungle after the massive desert. You know, kind of like Africa. Same kind of layout. That's where the Mumakil come from. And that is also where there are giant gorillas. Tolkien gives us like one sentence. That's it. And then he moves on. So I think Locher can take that and have creative license because they're gorillas. Look at this. This is so cool. I'm gonna go ahead and swim over this. We'll check out this river area. So that's obviously rapids. So we'll just swim across. Man, look at that. Look at how good it looks. That's pretty cool. it's just so fun to explore all these corners. You know what's funny? I think so few people actually end up exploring these corners. Except that sounded like it's a crocodile right there. Yeah, we'll stay away from him. Here's one of those little mice. Hello there. It's like, leave me alone, I'm swimming. Little kangaroo mice. He doesn't give a crap about cars. Elvin said, I drove by a gator on the side of the road sunning itself. It didn't give a crap about the cars. Yeah, it's so funny, dude. Here's a funny story. I had a big freaking bull sea lion. Oh wow, look how it swims. That animation looks really good. It's swimming animation with the tail. That looks really good. That's really, really good. The animation. Of course, until it does it. Yeah, that looks awesome. Wow, that's so cool. This looks freaking amazing. Anyway, right by my house. I mean, right by my house because I live pretty close to the beach. I'm driving home, and there's a bull sea lion, and we're talking like, this thing is big. Okay, this thing is the size of a car almost. He's on the sidewalk. So there's the harbor, and then there is like this little sandbank after the rocks, right? It comes out of the water. And then there's the sidewalk. There's a parking lot right there on the right, so you can go to this little beach inside the area, and before the main beach. And then there's we have this big road, right, that goes in and out of our neighborhood, that goes into town. But I'm like driving by, and there's this bull sea lion, and all the other sea lions are like laying out in the sun, and he's just like sitting there huge, going roar, roar. And every car that goes by, he's like, yeah, you come on, fight me, cars. Like you can tell he's just like. And I was joking, like his friends are back there going like, you know, Robert, you're gonna get hit by a car, man. Come back, don't fight the cars. So this is pretty funny. I think I took a picture of some of them at one point, but not that one because I wasn't gonna take a picture while I was driving, obviously. But yeah, it's a funny story. The things we encounter, it's quite entertaining. Let's see if this is just I can't get up on the edge. I'm curious. Yeah, there we go. So that's the border right now until they'll probably open this border up if they add area in the future, like a new area down here behind the camera. They'll probably open that border up so you can cross the river. But until that time, this whole thing then will be a border all the way down the river of these reeds. They look really nice though. Yeah, this is exactly where I don't want to be with an alligator looking at me swimming right there. Hello, Mr. Alligator. How are you? Dude, those things look insanely cool. Plot twist, Saruman was trying to secure his rear the whole time to deal with the real world threat. Giant gorilla armies from the south. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Saruman was just trying to help everyone, guys. You're trying to get them ready. We need to update so we can use kayaks and canoes. Yeah, okay, so the subtropic. I don't know how many of my videos you've watched or streams, but I've been wanting boats for like 10 years in this game, and I say it constantly that I want a water mount of some kinds. I'll take a crocodile, okay? I will ride a crocodile in the water if that's what they want, but I want a water mount. A boat would be better, preferably. It would be really cool, though, to have a crocodile mount that would go the same speed in water as on land. So you could, like, be really fast on land and then just go seamlessly into water and not fall off your mount. That would be really cool. Actually. Oh, man, that'd be really cool. All right, so how do I get back? Let's get back on our horse mount here. There is the sun has come up. Look at how gorgeous this river looks. This looks so good. I love that the water doesn't move right here, but it moves over there. That looks so good. Gosh, so good. I'm gonna screenshot it. Wonderful. All right, now we travel to these reeds. Hopefully not gonna get bit by a giant alligator like this guy right here. Oh my gosh, these crocodiles. I'm so glad that they threaten and they don't actually just attack, because it's terrifying how they just appear out of nowhere. Okay, let's go down this road and see how far he goes. Mounted crocodile fights. Yeah, exactly, like Ark Survival. Dude, I love the crocodile as a mount in Ark Survival. If you've played that game, the dinosaur game, because they're so fast and they like fight in the water really good, and you like just ride it. You just hold on to the back for dear life as they're like going like Mach 10 in the water. That game is really cool. I wish I could get some way to show you guys. So this is obviously this is going to be cleared later as a passageway to the next areas, obviously, but this is the end of literally the end of the map. You can see me right there. But that'll be somewhere later. So let's see. Can I go up on this mountainside anywhere? Wow, yeah, look at that. That looks so good. These little desert guys are so cool. Oh, hello. All right, so there, look at that. Check that out right there. Oh. Look at how good that looks. On the clouds with the sun coming up, and then that mountain right there is where the city is right behind it. That's cool. All right, anyway, I think I'm done. So that'll be a new land someday in the game. Someday, mark my words. Or the stream. And the best part is it's already automatically recorded for you, so you don't even need to mark my words. All right, so let's go up on the mountainside. You can ride a crocodile mountain in Final Fantasy XIV. Very nice, very nice. Is it a robot crocodile mount, or is it a crocodile mount with bunny ears? I'm just kidding. Let's see you, Anders. Thanks for hanging out, man. I know it's really late for you. You're in Europe, so. Thanks for hanging out, man. All right, let's see here. I don't think I can get up this mountainside, but this is the whole point of a pack trip tour. We're exploring, but boy, we have a great view from up here. This is the highest I can get right here. Look at that. And the best part is if you hold still, I don't know if you guys can see it, but from here, this far, that water is moving in the middle. Do you see it on the left side? So you can see it's loading there, and if I go slightly forward, you should be able to see there. Do you see the water all moving? That's pretty awesome, right? Like, I think it's pretty cool. Watch Lotro one of these days is going to make like a cosmetic water item, like a pond that has like super realistic animations when your character touches, like gets in it and like moves around, and they're gonna do it just for me. They're gonna like post it as a thing you can buy and be like, this is for Voice of the Rings. Could you imagine? That would be, I would laugh so hard if they did that. Just like one item, not the whole game, because it'd be too much work, but they spent a bunch of work on one cosmetic water pond for your lawn, where you step in it and it like splashes and like moves away from your feet and stuff. You know, like really, really good graphics. It's like they don't even see the match in the game. Oh man, look at this. This is pretty. So there's the Colosseum over there. So why don't we look at that from this side? So now we're exploring the outer area of Aridar here. Aridare, or however you say that. Oh, there's a giant buffalo chasing me. Where did I just get attacked by? What was that? Why did I just get blown on by a fire dragon? That was a boar. I'm confused. I'm just outrunning the boar so I can collect the iron ore. There's a lot of ore out here. Hey, all my crafting buddies out there. This is a great area to collect stuff. Why am I on fire right now? Oh, look at this. Hey, what am I getting shot at by? Am I not supposed to be in this area for some reason? Umbral Weavers. What am I getting damaged by? The sandstorm scorched you. Oh, dude, there's a sandstorm effect out here? Is that what's happening? Look at this. The sandstorm hits you with flame for 3... Dude, so you can die out here in the desert by getting too hot. That's how they're making it like that's hilarious. You were hit by the sandstorm, scored a hit for a bunch of damage. Oh my gosh. Do you need like to have a certain thing to come out here that you won't have that happen to you? Is that why? Also, look at these spiders. They're a whole new model, dude. They're like scorpion spiders. Oh my gosh, those things are scary. Oh my gosh, look at these things' bodies. Dude, those textures are freaking insane. I never thought I'd see this game this many years later and see the textures being that good. Alright, so out here you get scorched just randomly because it's a hot, arid land. Is that the idea? Oh, look. Oh, no, there's a creature. Never mind. That's what was hitting me. I thought it was like an area of effect, like a dread effect. There's an actual creature that was attacking me called Sandstorm. Got it. Let me fight against the storm. And, man, I wish I could do this in real life. Just hit a storm with an axe and it'll go away. Durin at your service. Hello, Durin. Welcome. Wouldn't be a bad choice for them to do something special like that for the majors. That would be fun. Yeah, it's true, Harkin. Yeah. I love... Oh, so that's what's attacking me. It's just these little, like... little creatures. They're basically like the elemental wisps things, but... Okay, got it. They're really hard to see, which is realistic. You wouldn't be able to see them, you'd think, so... Gosh, those are the most blended into the environment ones I think I've ever seen. It's so hard to see them. Yeah, Harkin, I would definitely... I mean, obviously, I support Lord of the Rings Online immensely as a content creator, and I love this game. And I'm not sponsored, but I will support them anyway because I love the game. Dude, guess what it is now, guys? It's time for Dune. Or Tremors, if you know what that movie is. It's a sand fist. Oh, dude, look at that. There it is, finally. What these things were actually meant to be, these models. They were supposed to be these creatures. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's so scary. Now, mind you, I'd like to point out these things. Wow, that thing looks so cool. Wow, look so awesome. Remember, those originally were like glowworms in Moria that look. And they've redone their character to be a creature out here in the desert, but gosh, these things are freaking everywhere. These things are under the ground and in the deserts. Dead. Those are also an older model, even though they look really cool. I don't know if you can tell they have older textures on them than that worm did. Alright, so I'm assuming I can't get over these hills, so that's probably the limit here of the world. But there's probably stuff up here in the valley, so let's go check. Getting attacked by one of those creatures again. Don't mind me just picking up iron as we do our stream. Look at this. Oh, wow. You can see a beautiful shot of the city back there. Let's see. Can I get a good shot for you all to see right here? Look at that. There's a tree in the way. But you can see the ocean. You can see the Colosseum. You can see that's the whole city of Umbar down there. This is cool. Again, this is my whole goal today, was to explore this countryside. So I think we're doing it. Let's see. How high can I get? I just love the game renders so far now. The fact that I can stand here on this rock and see the Colosseum, the ocean back there. Can you guys see the ocean? Or is it just me? You can see the ocean just right here. Like past the... I mean, I'm assuming you're seeing what I'm seeing, so... Just not sure. I have a really, big monitor. I don't know what you're watching on a phone or on a, might be harder to see. No one has arachnophobia. I know, yeah, man. Spiders. Lots of lions north of where you are. Oh, okay. Is there so there's a den up here, you said? Or you said north. Well, I am going north. Oh, look at lovely textured rocks. They look 10 times better than they did back in the day. Oh, now you can really see the harbor. You can even see the water in the harbor right there on the edge. That's pretty cool. What an amazing shot that is. That's pretty cool right there. This is another thing I love about this game, the lighting and the shadows in the game. The shadow effects from the trees, like with the sun coming through. I just think it's pretty darn good for this level of a game. Like this kind of mass world MMO. Oh, I got him attacked by a sandstorm again. There's another one of those scary worms that has somehow netted me. Ow. Ouch. Stop it, sandstorm. Stop it. No, you stop. Hey guys, look, it's my hamster. He's kind of glitching out. Oh, there he is. Oh, look at how cute the hamster is. Look at him. He's adorable. Look at us. Look, he's so tiny. Even have lizards strolling through. Yeah. There's another shot. Woo! Beautiful. With the giant clouds going over. That's pretty cool. So I'm thinking this is the dead end of the valley. So we're gonna have to go back down here. No, bad water buffalo or desert buffalo, whatever your name is. Just getting attacked by both of them. There we go. Now I can get my ore. I love this new hat. This hat is awesome, dude, with the feather. It looks so good. I love how that looks. Look at how good it looks. Haha! A great screenshot for later. Here, you can... pretend like you're riding on the mount behind Zollin. Oh, is this the lion area? Ah, yes. You have found Jebel Laka. Alright. I was gonna see if I get on top there, but there's the city again. There's another cool shot. I'm being attacked by Simba! Simba, stop it! Being attacked by Simba, guys! I saw nothing in The Lion King about killing Zollin Ironshield. Get out of here. Wow. It's cool. Oh gosh, these guys have like buffs, dude. Ages of the Pride. Oh gosh. They have a huge crit buff too. That's crazy. You got it. You're welcome. Sub-faction? Oh, that's a good question. You seeing for humans? Or just anybody? All right, we better not stop very much. We got a trip here. I'm gonna track along these mountains and see if we can follow this mountain ridge. See if it's possible. If it's not, we'll follow another path. I think that's the spot you can go up right there. So shall we? Yes, we shall. We shall travel up the mountains. Oh, my back is killing me. I pulled my back the other day, and it's fine, and I'm totally fine, but boy, is it stiff. Oh, guys, warning, YouTube ad in 10 seconds. If you want to watch it to support the channel, sweet. I won't say anything important in the next 30 seconds. In fact, we'll just stand here and look at this gorgeous view. Flies effect. That's funny. Zollin does not approve of those ads, Elvin. All right. My favorite faction. Let me think about that here for a second. Gosh, look at that view. That looks so cool to see Umbar like that with the clouds. Also, look at the top of that cloud. Look at the, you see where my mouse is? Look at this thing. Look at how freaking realistic this thing looks right here. Like, obviously, I think it's just an image of real life, possibly overlaid. I don't know if it's really visually, I wonder if it's a real cloud, like a picture. Like, I don't know, man. It looks really good. Like, that looks crazy good, those clouds. Alright, unfortunately, it doesn't look like I can go straight along the backbone of the mountain like I was hoping. So we're going to have to go down along this edge. Alright, so to answer the question, but it's Friday night. To answer the question of what's my favorite sub-faction in the Lord of the Rings online, I really like the Rangers of Estelden, but does that count as an Numenos? Is that what, I think they're pretty cool. Oh, you know what I really like? I love the people of Forachel. They're kind of like, almost based off like Eskimo style, you know, like native Alaskan people. Like, I think they're really cool. Also, look at this thing. This thing's crazy too. Hello there. Just starts attacking me. No questions asked. So apparently you can go up here onto the edge of the mountain. I wonder how far back you can go over here. Let's just do a little loop. Oh, look, there's some rock worms. Harkin, does that answer your question? Were you I think I like either the Rangers of Estelden I'm really a big fan of, which I think might be kind of tied to a Numenos, like you were saying, or I really like the people of the north. Yeah, they're just really cool. All right, so there's the limit. Wow, look at that. Look at how cool that looks though right there. That water side. There's like one ship out there, and by the way, that ship is actually moving. That's kind of cool. It's not just stationary. Wow, look at that. That's cool. The waves. Gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna go along this mountain range. So there's a beach over here you can go to. That's kind of cool. Oh, I wonder if this is a quest. It's like nests right here. Ooh, a box! A treasure box! We love treasure. Come here. Alright, I found treasure. Oh, it had a crossbow in it. It somehow is not as good as mine. That makes me sad. How is it not as good as mine? No, it's higher level. How is it not as good? And look, it's a goat. Alright, look at that. I like the driftwood on the beach. That's a cool effect. It's very realistic from someone who lives right by a beach. Ah! So usually it's not quite that big, the driftwood, but it still looks good. It still looks good. This is a pretty beach. Man, I was actually like, if we were gonna have a kinship party, man, like, and we're gonna do a beach episode. Everyone's probably giggling right now at my joke, if you're an anime fan. But I prefer the clean animes. Thank you very much. But you know, they all have a beach episode. But we should totally like have a kinship event right here at this beach. I like this beach. This is a good one. We could have like a party and we could do some like duels. Maybe this could be a good dueling beach because it's a big open area. You know, we could do some duels, friendly dueling, sparring. Maybe do some other events. We could have a little horse race down the beach. Classic slow-mo like in Rings of Power. Just kidding. The most cringiest part of that. Oh man. You know, it's funny because that slow-mo might have been cooler if it wasn't so cringy. It's like, it was really well done. It was super good camera. But... oh, dude, look, we got some goblins. Some goblins, dude. It's some pirate goblins. This guy's got a freaking pirate thing on his head. What the heck, dude? It's a pirate goblin. Oh, man, you're so cool. I don't want to kill you. But since you're trying to stab me, I'm going to have to defend myself. Look at how cool he is before he dies. Goodbye, Mr. Pirate Mr. Goblin. All right, we got to go back up the cliff before we run out of area here, so. Yeah, this is an awesome beach. This is really cool. I love the views. I will remember this one for later. We may have some event on that beach. I think it's a really cool spot. Sorry, the crunch of ice. I'm always careful, but I do sometimes have the habit of chewing on ice when I shouldn't, when I'm just trying to suck on it to cool off. It's so funny, I went to the dentist the other day, and I was like, oh man, it's gonna be bad, right? Like, it's like, and they're like, man, your teeth look great! And I'm like, sweet. I just luck out with that area of, that's one thing I luck out with. It's funny how all of us have one thing in our life that like we just don't deal with, and then of course there's somewhere else in our life we have some issue, right? For me, a lot of times it's I have asthma, so I easily have one thing, so I get sick. But You know, like we all have something, and then we all have something that's, you know, we don't have to worry about. What is over here? So yeah, they're like, yeah, your teeth look good. You got. I'm over here like, you know, it'd been a few years since I've been to the dentist, and I usually go every 6 months, but some stuff happened recently with, you know, classic stuff, insurance and things. I had to switch over, so I couldn't for a while. And so when I went, I was like thinking, oh man, I hope they're okay. And she's like, yeah, everything looks really good. And I was like, it's like, good. I need those pearly whites for particularly eating, and then of course the occasional smile. You guys are like, yeah, sure, Zollin, you're so funny. Skybox art. Maybe. Oh, hello, Mr. Skeleton. Whoa, dude, look at this skeleton. He's got new animation. He's like newly textured. Let's just look at how cool you look. Oh. Do you work for Davy Jones? Maybe? Possibly? No? Okay, just thought I'd check. Bad. Be silent. He gave me dread as the things got dark for a second. Oh, look at that! A great another view of the beautiful land of Umbar. Look at that. There's the great city, guys. And this is the old ruined temple of Morgoth, which I believe you guys have seen in my other stream, if you watched my other stream from a couple weeks back. A lot of evil things. That one's an actual just flat out zombie. Yikes. Alright. Thane of the All-Seeing. Yikes. He's not all-seeing, he's all dead now. I'm just kidding. Well, his statue is at least. I really want to get to that island sometime. I gotta hurry and finish the chapter quest in Alotra Adventure, because I feel like we'll be able to get to this island out here from that. I don't know. Anyone know? Have you done the chapters? I haven't finished all of them yet myself at the time of this stream. I don't know. Can I get past these mountains? So basically, we're going to just go along. If I wanted to, is that another beach you can go along up there? I was kind of hoping that I could like get up these mountains. But it kind of looks like you can't. Unless there's some secret way to get up behind the statue here. I don't want to spend too much time just wandering along edges, though. It's kind of boring for everybody. I don't think you can get up in the middle of these mountains. The way that it looks from here, I feel like it was designed to not have someone walking along the ridge of this mountain, even though it would be really cool. So we're just going to follow this road. Man, look at how cool this like palm tree forest is. That looks pretty awesome. Look at the water. It looks like yeah. Glorious. What a glorious, glorious water right there. I just like the views of the oceans in this game and the lakes. They're just really pretty. And then I got some Corsair guy trying to mug me. I'm gonna mug you. I'm gonna mug you. No, you're not. You're not gonna mug me, sir. You picked the wrong person to mug. It's alright, Mr. Hamster. He's just sleeping, I promise. Yeah, so that's the island I'd like to get to sometime, that fortress island. That'll be cool. So we will keep going along this pathway. And I guess what we'll do is we'll kind of just loop. And we'll see if we can get to this other side, but we'll just kind of loop along the path. to finish our travels. Hello, Ragson. Welcome. We're exploring Umbar. Right now, we've explored all of the outer side of the city, so we are now exploring along the coast here. Here is the beautiful little town village. I hear a chicken. There's chicken. There's chickens. I found the chickens. There they are. Little chicken sound effects. Pretty cool. Again, I love the wave effects. They're cool. There's the city of Umbar over there. The great clouds, and then we got some seagulls. This is what it looks like when you wake up after being knocked out on a beach right here. Just like, oh, what happened? And then you get sand in the mouth from a giant wave. There's a crab in that water. He doesn't want me to be near him, so I'll give him some distance. Oh, look at watery funnel. There's water funnels on the beach. They're after me. Oh, Who dares blind us in our stream? That was unkind. Who did it? Who has done this? No one? Why were we blinded? What hit us? Someone blinded us, but I'm not sure who. Anyway, let's see how high up I can get on the side of this mountain. It'll be a great view, I'm sure. Man, you can really climb this mountain. Okay, so there's the limit. How's that for a... There's a shot of the whole entire ocean right there. It's like, yeah! That's pretty nice, right? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. The waves all coming in. Alright, well, let's continue along the side of this hill. See how far we can get. Yes, look at that view. I know, it's a really nice view, actually. Very nice. I think one of the biggest graphical updates they've done recently is the visual rendering update, where you can render like 3 or 4 times the distance you could before. So like you see trees, you see the water farther away, you see all that stuff besides just the sky. That has really added to the graphic fidelity of the game. I think that's the right word. But yeah, it's a lot better. I'm gonna take that 242 gold, silver. That guy's like, what do you think you're doing? That's our silver, come back here. You stole it from someone else. Well, yeah, but that's still ours. Maybe you should stop stealing then. There's a named NPC. He must be a boss for a quest. Alright, we'll continue along this mountainside here. Can I get up this mountain right here? How far can I get up? Is this dead end? They should give the ability to climb in this game, like Return to Moria. You know how you can like just like grab edges and climb? They should like you could just climb anywhere now. Of course, they'd have to turn that off and be exploitive in like raids and instances, but it would be fun on the world. Just be like, what's your hobby and profession? Oh, I'm a mountain climber instead of a fisher. That'd be a fun hobby, actually. They should add that, dude, and then add little spots for you to get on certain mountains and locations in Middle Earth. That'd be kind of cool. That would take a little bit of work, though, because they'd have to make sure there weren't invisible blockers for that all over the place on mountains. But that could be a cool extra hobby in the game, mountain climbing, or just climbing. So there you can see that's the island that's outside the port of the city. There's a ship. There's some crabs down there. You can't get to that side, can you? No, I'm assuming that probably has a block over there, just kind of like the river, because it's not an area technically yet. This game is huge. I cannot believe we've been traveling around for like an hour and 15 minutes. Well, the stream is almost an hour, 2 hours right now. But at the beginning, we hung out in Bree and Shire for a while and talked and looked at the event. That looks like a cool spot down there. Can I get up on that? There's a guy ready to mug me right there, but too bad for him. I saw him. There will be no mugging today, sir. Oh, this guy's gonna mug me. No, don't mug me. He shot me with an arrow in my arm. What a jerk. Oh, wow. Can I... This is cool. Whoa. I found a little rocky path. Oh! Couldn't quite make that one. Bummer. Alright, well, this is pretty. We'll go down here. Oh, look at this. How cool. Little rock covered path here. That's a turtle! Distraction. Can I go over to that? What's that? It's like some other little fortress. I think it's just for looks, though. I don't know if I can swim across, and I'm just not in the mood to try it. Oh, there's walls here. I think this is the city above us. Yeah, this is one of the cities. I'm just skipping the city by going along the beach. Oh, look at it. It's a Knickerbreaker. My favorite word to say right there. I want you all to say Knickerbreaker 5 times fast. Knickerbreaker, 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 Knickerbreaker. It can be a little bit of a tongue twister, but it's fun to say. Alright. What? Zollin walking along, would you say easy target? I know, it's this fully armored dwarf with a giant battle axe, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna mug him. It's like, yeah, that's not gonna go well, buddy. Alright, so we've gone around the edge of the cape, which is what just happened. We just looped this edge. So now this is all gonna be going, this beach goes north. You've kind of seen in that side of that city. I don't really plan to go inside the city because, the whole point of this tour today was to pack trip around the vicinity of the cities. Was kind of my goal. So, yes. So that goes into that city. Little fortress city here on the coast. That is what we could have gone across to get to the other side without going over the beach, but I went along the beach. So now we're going to head north and see the views from here. The Shield Islands, I believe, is that the Shield Islands we're looking at? No, the Shield Islands are going to be up to the north, this way. Let's see, how high can I get right here in the mountains, elevation-wise? Looks like there's almost a spot to get up on that hill. Let's go check it out. I think there's a spot to get on that hill. Maybe we can get on the mountains. Thanks, Mr. Ravel. Mr. Ravel says, welcome everyone in the chat. Yes, yeah, feel free to chat, everyone. It's a live stream. I'm here to answer questions or anything about Lotro or Lord of the Rings in general. I'm always happy to answer those kind of questions. I also don't mind, you know, the occasional, like, what do you like question about something. Also, this is about as high as we're going to get, it looks like. So, interesting. I thought I could get a little higher, but if this is about the highest we can get, there is a cross here in the path. Let's see that view. Oh, look at that. I'm going to go away here for a second so you can just enjoy this amazing view of Middle Earth. Or in this case, we're in the middle of an ocean. Do you guys notice that there is a shadow effect on the ocean for like where things like the clouds are too? And the clouds shadow on the ocean moving along? That's kind of cool. Yes, thank you for I appreciate everyone liking the stream. Thank you so much. That really, really does help for you guys when you first jump on. If you throw a like on there, helps a lot. Is this a evil palm tree? I believe it is. It's a flippin' Torin, but he's a palm tree. Well, I guess every tree can be good and evil. Palm trees, they haunt my nightmares. No, I'm just kidding. Get away from me. Go away now. Get. Got him. He has been slain. Thanks, David of York. Yeah, we're exploring the Umbar. So this is a pretty little pathway then that you can just kind of get across here. Oh, this is like a actual like named location. Wow, it's really quite gorgeous. Oh, so there's a bunch of these things here. So this is a way you can cross the center. So there's a cross here. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go through Kalfar. Yes, so we've been exploring all of the outer parts of Umbar in this stream today. It's been pretty awesome. Like, look at this view. What? Like, we're racing the boat, guys. We're racing the boat. You can't go faster than us as we run into a tree. He actually is traveling pretty quickly, that boat. Right there. Probably not quite as fast as my horse, but... Don't you dare. You shot me with an arrow. Not cool, man. Oh man, look at this. I can go way up into these hills. So you can go pretty high up. Look at that. That's pretty cool. It's pretty far up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see, where are we exactly on the map? Oh, I see. Yeah, we're up. We're almost up along the edge of the mountain there on the left side. So we explored all of this. We went up and around Ardar, right? Kind of where all the flags are, by the way. I just realized I explored all of these locations with the flags. Flag, 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 flag. I just explored all of these. And then we went along like this and went up and around, found this, and now we're traveling along here. So this is actually kind of helping my map, too. So that is there's an invisible wall, so you can't get straight up to the mountainside, but yeah, I mean, you can get pretty high up. Safe travels on a fine. We are having very safe travels. It's been quite fun exploring Middle Earth here. Oh. I wonder if I just turned up the, what if we turned off the music and just turned up the ambiance and just see if we can hear some different sound effects. Tell me what you guys hear. All right, now first you're gonna hear my shoes of my horse, the hooves of my horse. So you can hear the waves, which is awesome. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. There's a seagull. There's some bird. There's a frog. Pretty cool. I love the sound effects in this game. I turned everything up as loud as I can on my end, so I could, in theory, get rid of my horse hooves, but it's kind of neat to hear all the sound effects without music sometimes in this game. So, like, I love music in a game. It adds the ambiance. It's one of my favorite things. It's what I always say. 50% of a game is music. The rest is gameplay, right, and other things. But it is fun to hear the sound effects in this game. And kind of see all the different animals, movement sound effects, the water, where you can hear the ocean, which is pretty cool. You can hear a bell. That's kind of cool. So probably some city, right? Or maybe it's these goblins saying it's lunchtime. Is this a goblin camp? It's a goblin camp, dude. Can I get into this camp without fighting goblins? Oh, hold on. Did I already learn it? Yeah, I already learned it. It's a goblin. It's a named place. This must be like their place. The classic. The NPCs can't see me because there's a wall. This is something I don't think I've ever showed. NPCs, if you could see them, technically this is considered a non-seeable wall, right? Because he's an NPC. So if I went right in this opening where he could technically sense me as an NPC, he should attack me. See? Oh, well, unless there's another player who takes the aggro right before I do it. Well, hello there, sir. This guy's probably like, why is this guy hiding behind the wall? Oh, it's two other players. Here, we'll wave at him. Hi there. There we go. They don't even know that they're in our live stream, but you know, it's nice. See, that's an example right there of Lotro players. Did you see that? I waved at her. She took the time to sit there and do the emote / wave back. She waved back to me. See, look. See, I'll prove it. See, it says, Elena waves to Zollin. So, just throwing that out there. They're a great example right there. They had no idea they were on camera or being recorded. Look at how nice they were. And that's pretty much Lord of the Rings online community in a nutshell right there. They might be playing, but they'll take the time out of their day to say hello or even give you advice or possibly help you, right? Now, I mean, you shouldn't expect everyone to always, you know, drop whatever they're doing to help. But I've seen a lot of players do it, and I've done it for a lot of people, so. Gosh, look at that ocean. That is so cool. Looks like there's a storm rolling in. You notice how dark the sky got over there? I wonder if the sky, I think the sky does darken if it rain starts later. The mountainside. Gosh, I love those clouds. They're so cool. What are you expecting from the next expansion? Well, I'm assuming it's going to have a little bit of a Moria feel. Since they have already said, you know, the one dev who does videos, I think his channel is actually Cord of the Ring, right, on YouTube. He does stuff through the Lord of the Rings online YouTube channel, though, his streams. And he basically gives people updates for an hour. And he's really nice. He does a great job. He was saying that the next thing they're planning on is the Catacombs of Umbar. So it's going to be a whole expansion of an underneath area, which might have something to do with those dwarves, possibly. It's just a guess of mine. I don't know if he said that, but yeah. So I'm expecting it's going to be probably a story of continuing under Umbar, either with those dwarves of whatever clan they are. I forget if they named them in Lord of the Rings line. Do you guys remember? Do the dwarves of this area have a clan name? They're it's not the Zelruka, right? Because those ones are from Mordor. Technically, this clan is different, I think, right? Or are they the same one? Maybe they're the same one. Maybe it is the Zelruka. I don't remember. Oh, look at that. There's a town down there. Okay, so this looks to be a dead end. I don't see any way to get over that, so we'll go down until there's an expansion in the future, of course. So I'm expecting it to be kind of a adventurous traveling under there, and maybe there will be like the Dwarven, maybe that will be where they live, so that has some really cool epic fortress under there kind of thing. We will find out. And then I'm assuming after that, the next expansion would be expanding into Harad from Umbar. And maybe we'll start learning about the people of Harad. That would be cool. And in the far future, it'd be fun to go into Rune, but I think they have plans on their storytelling for Umbar and Harad right now for the next couple expansions. Alright, so here we are at another city. This is one of the first cities I ever came to because it goes across to the Shield Islands. See, you can see I'm right here, actually. Boop, there I am. Alright, so here is this city. Beautiful little place. And they have a nice little spot to look at the ocean. Oh, look at that. Have a little orchestra going on right here. I like it. It's good music. Wow, this is completely on these characters. You know why? Because if I turn on in-game music, I don't have in-game music on right now. So this is from them. So their ambience. See? Which is interesting. Because if I turn this on, we'll have different music come on. That's kind of cool. So this is them actually playing, right? These NPCs. That's cool. Very cool. When I walk away, you won't be able to hear them. We got a signal fire. Oh, this is the milestone. Okay. Okay. Very cool. I should have done a milestone at the other place. There's the Shield Islands out there. The rest of that goes out to the far ocean. So technically Numenor, if it was still here and not sunk under the ocean, would be that way. Past the Shield Islands, right? Gondor would be that way. Across the bay. See? We're looking this way, and then I pointed this way for out to the ocean past the Shield Islands. Dol Amroth would be way over there, but I mean, it would be a good, like, several days journey on a boat. I like these little lookouts. They're cool. Well, this has been a very cool. No dwarves. I watched the whole hour of Lotra video, and they expansion. Every camp was Umbar men. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. And making the catacombs their own. Okay, sounds good. So it's like them starting another area under the ground. Interesting. Okay. All right. Very cool. Good to know. Bummer. I kind of would like to see that inside that dwarven place. I was kind of curious if that was it, but maybe they'll have that for something else in the future. Or maybe you can already do that. Maybe I just have to get to a certain quest line that I haven't done yet. So we'll see. I could just be not doing it yet. Hey, look, another player. Ooh, what's this? Oh, chapter 1.
We must strive to defend our newly gained peace.
Okay, so I was curious where this next one was picked up. Now I know. I will probably stay right here for a Lotra adventure because that's a chapter quest and I want to do it. So I might actually do some quests here in the Lotra adventure later on for you guys.
What news has come in with the day?
It'll be my Lotra adventure and Lotra Tale are my voiceover series. The reason I'll probably do some more Lotra adventure is because I'd like to do the new story of Umbar with the chapters. Versus Lotra Tale, we'd have to go back, which I still want to. I will continue to do. Don't worry, but I'm just saying, in very near future, it'll probably be some more Lotra adventure first, the next week or two. But I do kind of want to hop back and do some more on my Lotra Tale series as well. Oh, look at this! Wow, fancy.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
Don't do it! I love his great voice actor. Gurish. Wow, that's cool. This is just, gosh. I'm just so impressed with Lord of the Rings Online devs. They do so much. There's so many. You look at this, and it just all comes together as one area, right? But, like, there's so many things here coming together. Like, you know, someone did the grass texture, someone did the cart, someone did the tree, someone did the pot, the water, the whole, all the buildings, the wall, the sky, right? Like, just crazy. Absolutely craziness. Yeah, definitely Harken. Yeah, no, they're Lord of the Rings Online has definitely been updating things with visuals for a while. I kind of debunked it on my channel, but there was a rumor that was going around that Lord of the Rings Online was going to have a whole brand new engine made and all this stuff. And it was a rumor because there was a comment by someone who was above, like that owns the company, that's like one of the like stockholders, that made a comment that they said, well, we thought about doing, you know, a brand new engine for Lord of the Rings Online, but then they realized it would cost the same as making a brand new game. So, and it was an absurd amount of money. It was just ridiculous. And again, when you do that, when you change the engine completely on a game, what happens is it does change the feel of the game, right? And I don't think it would be the same game exactly. So obviously, since we already have such a great game and a great community and so many players that play this game, I don't know why you would do that, right? Now, granted, would I love a similar style with a brand new engine? I mean, yeah, that could be cool, but I don't think it's necessary. And with everything going on, I'd rather not shake the boat where it's like, oh yeah, let's do it, and then it just falls through because it's too much money, and now we lose our Lotro we already love, and another one, brand new idea coming out, so that would be bad. And it was realistic. So anyway, that whole idea of it was going to be a brand new, complete overhaul, brand new engine, redone everything from the ground up, that was a rumor, and it wasn't true. I don't think anyone lied on purpose. That wasn't the thing. I found a few stuff online. No people I know, right? Like, I know a lot of the other content creators for Lotro. It was none of them, and it was none of any of that or any Lord of the Rings. It was just some of those YouTubers that cover lots of MMOs, like put out a few videos that I found, which I think I pinpointed why the rumor started. And I don't think they did it maliciously. I don't think anyone did. It was just like, oh, look, news, we heard about this. And then a lot of people thought, oh, it's a huge thing. And then people were like disappointed from something that was never going to happen, right? It's like there was already a happy, positive thing happening with Lotro, and it still is right now. We're getting massively big updates and graphic updates and all this stuff. The game looks awesome, right? Way better than it looked 10 years ago. But, like, people had this unrealistic expectation because of this false rumor, and it caused people to think then Lotro wasn't doing anything. And it's like, no, that was a rumor, but there is a real thing happening, meaning there are graphic updates happening to the game, right? So, anyway, you get my point. So yes, most MMOs are updating, especially ones that have good base, strong bases that are fun games to make things look better visually because we have better technology. And the best part is, I think I've said this many times in the last 2 weeks. I mean, not last 2 weeks, the last few months, is that as our technology improves, it gives us the capability to improve older engines too. Because in the past, 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was like, oh, well, it's too old of an engine, we can't do anything with it, right? Like, people would say that, make that comment and stuff. Well, now as technology is improving, those comments about things like that are falling off, because with new technology comes new opportunity to take an older technology and upgrade it, right? Where in the past, we never thought that was possible. We thought we'd just have to scrap it and do a brand new one. Well, now we're finding with technology and gaming, it's like, oh, well, I guess we don't have to do that, right, with new technology, which is a cool thing. Now, Lotro never thought that either way, but I'm just saying community in video games in general. So as Lord of the Rings Online gets, more and more updates, it's going to be really fun, really exciting. But anyway, yeah, that original rumor of it getting a total overhaul and stuff, I found out where that was. I debunked it on my channel many months ago when I found that out. But basically it was a comment from one of the high CEOs. It wasn't anyone, I don't think, in Standing Stones, that was kind of like, oh, we could, but then we realized it would be like it was crazy, like $1 million or something. It was an insane number, like how much. And they were like, or maybe it was more, and they were like, yeah, we didn't really think that was worth it. So, and then with that comment, unfortunately, people mistook that to they weren't going to do any updates for Lotro, which, of course, they have been dramatic updates we've gotten lately. So they weren't going to basically trash the old game and make a brand new one. They're just giving us super cool updates for the game we have, right? So yeah, we've been getting massive updates, and I know I've been saying it for a long time, and they really have, especially the last 3 years. They've been doing a lot. You know, the waters, the lighting, the shadows, the sky, all the textures have been updated, models of characters. We've had character creation models. I know that I think it's been postponed, but they are indeed planning on making a new client, because that's a big one. I think updating the client will be huge. They've updated the Locher store, right, visuals. One thing that I think it's a good reason they haven't done it yet, but like the UI itself, it would be nice if the UI could scale up slightly more, right, that we have right now, all the images and pictures. You know, they could do a little bit of a rework on the UI. I personally am a huge fan of the UI in Lotra, and there's already so much customization ability, which is why I have some guide videos on that, that I'm like worried that I don't want them to touch it because it works really good and I don't want it to break. But the biggest thing I would want from a UI update is its visual quality at bigger blow up. So if you're playing on a 2K monitor like me, or let's say someone's playing on a 4K monitor and they want to blow that up because it's minuscule, like it's tiny right now because we were doing a guide video. I shrunk it, but this is the classic size. So if you're playing on a 1080 monitor, this would be fine. It would be a normal size, but for right now it's tiny, right? And I did that on purpose because of this video we're doing stream today. But I can blow it up, right? No problem, right? I can blow it up and it looks good. It looks good for a 2K screen. I can blow up to like 1.5. But once you get to like 2.5, if you watched my guide video on Burglar, I blew it up really big so everyone can see it. You can kind of see it starts getting blurry. Those are the kind of things that will probably be updates later on, but those will be nice little extra updates visually. So let's see, where are we at with the let me catch up on what you guys are saying here. Harkin, I read that about Evercrest. Travel guides will swift travel camps in the catacombs. No horses or goats can be used down there. Oh. Or goats? Guess we'll see how that is. Hopefully it's not too big. I feel like if they're catacombs, they're going to be pretty big. There'll be travel guides. Will be swift. Okay, so there will be people down there you can swift travel around. Okay. Lotro has benefited greatly in the last 2 years. Yes. From the graphics and engine overhaul was under... Yeah. Well, the graphics have been overhauled pretty heavily. But the engine, yeah. The engine being basically... If you take off an engine of a game and redo it, you're basically making a new game. Right? You're not just updating it visually. So, there's a world where you could make it look like the original game with new graphics and stuff with a new engine. But it's going to be a different game. That's just if you know about computers, you kind of know that's how it works. Rather than put money in the server stability, yes, and multi-core processing. That's the big one, Harkin. That I think is the next one that's going to be coming out. I think that they need to make sure that this engine can use the multi-core system. There will be a way to do that later, but that's going to be deep. There's going to be some deep file programming things that they're going to have to do there to make that work in the way they want it to. And also the stability of, yeah. Now, for me, I have noticed a massive difference in the last 4 to 5 years, for me, with lag and rubber banding. It has gone down drastically for me. I rarely get it now. I know other people still do. And again, I am in the West Coast of the United States, and most all the servers in the United States. So I'm sure in Europe, maybe it's a little worse. You guys can tell me. But that's because, the signal's traveling under the Atlantic Ocean. But still, that would be really big. I know they've already updated some stuff with the servers, which is fantastic. But yeah, good points, Harkin. John Hammer, what's up? I have a feeling, he says, that there will be great wailing and gnashing of teeth about that, Mr. Ravel. And great envy of the Bjorning hunters and what... Okay, yes. So you're saying what I just said about the travel thing. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think one thing they've done good recently in Lord of the Rings Online is they've made travel much easier in the game. And because I don't think it's such a huge game, I don't think you need to make it more challenging unless there's some special instance or raid with travel. I don't think they should make it more challenging because that turns people off from games. I just can tell. Now, I mean, I'm more hardcore Lotra lover. I would still be fine because I'm like, oh, well, it's supposed to be part of the lore or something. Again, that's why I'm in the boat of, the boat. This is funny. You guys ready? That's why I'm in the boat of having water mouths. I didn't mean to do that, but I totally made a joke. Because as much as maybe they're not, you know, I think it would really add to being able to travel around quickly if they could get that without being laggy. But now that the servers are more stable than they were 5 years ago, and if they do a big update with that, maybe they could add those in. That's another reason why I'd love in the future to have the ability to have a flying mount. And I know a lot of people are arguing, oh, well, that's not, you know, if you had an eagle or something, that's totally out of the lore. Yes, and this game is amazing at trying to follow, being respectful of Tolkien's lore, but I think the hardest part about that would be, I think most players would be happy and excited about that, and they'd be able to overlook that as a lore, you know, error, because it's for fun, it's part of the game mechanics, and helps you travel easier and see the views of the game. But the biggest thing is render distance, even though that's been updated, we talked about that, fantastic now, but also just being glitchy or something. And the system of going up and down, that would have to all be put in, and that's where it might be unrealistic. As that would be a far out goal, right? We're talking that would be way in the future, because there are other more pressing matters besides just expansions that they have to focus on. Those are just my thoughts on that, though. Mr. Ravel, because the amount of mobs down there is not possible to have everyone down there riding, because the game will be lagging all over. Oh, okay, there's a lot of stuff down there. So they... Oh, interesting. So there's going to be a lot down there. So wait, is it going to be like an open area, though? Because isn't that the same with everywhere? But is it going to be a lot more condensed, and that's what they're worried about? Because, like, I guess in the open world, right, like this, when it's not super condensed with mobs. So, like, in this whole valley, there's probably, like, you know, 50, 60 mobs, but they're all over that whole area. Versus maybe that's compact into, like, an area like, you know, the corner here. Is that maybe what you're saying? Harkin, 64-bit servers are coming, and the launcher is going to be 64-bit. Yes, this is what John Hammer's saying. Although that doesn't matter much, but multi-threading, that is not in the plans right now. Yeah. Too big a project. Yeah, that would definitely be something down the road, right? And here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. We have to realize. One processor in a CPU right now, okay? Like since it uses just one part of your processor, it doesn't use the whole CPU, this game. We have to realize if you have a newer computer, at least let's use mine as an example, okay? So mine is on the high end, because when I bought my CPU, it was the best CPU you could buy for personal use, you know, 2 years ago, right? Or a year and a half ago. That one processor is more powerful than like 10 CPUs from 10 years ago. That one processor. So the fact that it's being split doesn't necessarily mean if you have a newer computer, it's not going to matter anyway in that case, because that single processor is going to have zero problem running the game, right, at the ultra graphics, right? Because again, your graphics card is the one doing the graphics, not the processor, but like the other information. Unless you're someone who uses your CPU as your graphics card, which is possible, but it should still be a different part of the CPU. But let's not get into that right now. Yeah. They're not planning on creating a brand new game. That would be weird. Well, Harkin, never say never. There's a lot of stuff in Lotra that people said would never happen that is now in the game. So, but I think that I think flying mounts are very unlikely, because the game has never been designed to have an up and down like aspect to it. Meaning like you can jump up and down, right, and go up on things like that, but like there's no underwater, like, you know, like World of Warcraft has an up and down system for flying and for going in water. And again, remember that game, you know, probably visually it's not nearly as taxing as Lord of the Rings Online, even though Lord of the Rings Online is not that much younger than World of Warcraft, right? They're around that same period. They're the same kind of genre period of time. I still laugh when people say Lord of the Rings Online was one of the, you know, trying to be a WoW killer game. No, Lord of the Rings Online was its very own standalone MMO. People loved this game from the start. They're very excited about it. It was people who were fans of Tolkien and liked MMOs. They were looking forward to this game and still love it, right? Like myself. It was more of along the lines of being just another MMO. It hit, even though I will say on a positive note, World of Warcraft and Lord of the Rings Online have always sharpened each other like iron on iron with things they've done in the past. because you can see it throughout history. World of Warcraft would do something, then LOTRO would do something. Then LOTRO would think of some new idea, and they'd implement it. And then later, World of Warcraft would implement that 6 months later. So it was kind of fun to see that little back and forth, which was a positive. They were basically building on each other, right? There were other games that did this too, right? Like the old Guild Wars 1 was also doing that at the time, even though now it's Guild Wars 2, the new game. And Final Fantasy later was doing that as well. Obviously, Final Fantasy started off on a horrible step. They closed the game for a year and then reopened it and did a fantastic job with the game. And then it blew up and did amazing. And really, Final Fantasy is kind of in its golden years. I'm not saying that it's going to die in the next, 5 years from now. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, when it has a ton of players, right? LOTRO had 1 or 2 of those spikes, right? Where it's had just a ton of players. LOTRO still has an insane base, and a lot of people play this game. We're talking 30 to 50,000 average players, which is a lot for a game like this. But graphics, woo! Yeah, Harkin, I know, I remember that too. I had an old computer back, my Windows 7 one, and then before that I had, when I was really little, I played on my parents', which was the Windows operating, what was it, what was the newest one? Was it Windows, oh gosh, was it, I'm trying to remember, it wasn't 95. I had a 95 when I was really little, but it was the one in between it. There were like 4 between those two. So with the restrictions that they can do in 2024, they said they can't make mounts, or they have to cut mobs, and doing area space is not good for what? Okay, alright, well I guess that makes sense. I'm sure they'll get there sooner or later, though, as they do more updates. Yeah, John Hammer. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's not a simple flick of the wrist. Yeah. It's a switch to flick. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of work that they would have to do to get that like multi-threaded doing that with CPUs. But yes, too. Yeah, CPU cores obviously, they're adding up more and more and more. That's how they get good, but they're still more powerful as an individual CPU core, though, than they were 10 years ago. The bosses will be tough. It's all level 150 stuff. It's going to be a challenging area. Well, that'd be kind of fun. Hopefully it'll be something you can do, though. It's not an instanced area, though, right, Mr. Ravel? So that means we can have our kinship all do stuff together. That'll be fun. I mean, it might be John Hammer. I don't know. Who knows? Because the original people who designed the engine for the Lord of the Rings Online use was a game engine from a group that made it in Ireland, I think, originally, and then it came over to the U.S. But I'm not entirely sure what the details of that. Exactly, Harkin. Exactly. Oh, there was tons of things. There were a lot of things. Now, granted, there was always the level thing, where, like, World of Warcraft would do a 10-level gap, and then LOTRO would catch up, and then LOTRO would do one, and they'd catch up. But then there was lots of actual things that they started doing. One of the biggest ones was that Lord of the Rings Online did free-to-play first, and they did it the right way. And WoW tried to implement it about 8 months later. And at that time, granted, there were other games doing it too, like big games like League of Legends was really one of the big founders of free-to-play, right? And there were a couple others too that weren't quite as large titles. But LOTRO did a really good job of implementing it then. Now it's even better, free-to-play, right? After the rework last year. But it was always like a real free-to-play system. Like, if you did the work, you could play LOTRO free-to-play, right? Once you had the base game or whatever. But then WoW implements it, and I played it. I'm like, oh yeah, sweet, I can play WoW with free-to-play. And then I find out that once you hit level 20, you can't log into your character. And I was like, oh, that's not very good. And that's what everyone complained about. By the way, my friends who were WoW players, they were like, yeah, that was dumb. They should have made it where you could still play. But it was more like they were trying to get people into the game. saying it was free to play, where Lotro was like really making it free to play, you know. Yeah, it's been really fun. Yes, thanks, John Hammer. You have a good night. See ya. Yeah, we've pretty much explored everywhere I wanted to explore today. If you guys wanted to see something else before I end the stream, I mean, we've got like 10 minutes. I could go somewhere if you want. We still have daylight in the game. Is there anywhere in particular anyone who here is live wants to see real fast? I can teleport there. Oh, that means, I mean, that sounds kind of fun, Mr. Ravel. It might be a new special kind of group thing we can do as a kinship, too. We can explore the catacombs. Lotro, hence they called an update the Lich King. That's funny, Mr. Ravel. Yeah, I don't think that's quite what happened, but I get the joke. They're like, we need a Lich King since they have a Witch King. Yeah, technically that lore was already in their story, though, but that is really funny. That was one of their biggest Golden Age updates, the rise of the Lich King for WoW. A lot of my WoW friends say that. I don't know. Was it for Lord of the Rings Online? Because that's one thing I always kind of, with Lord of the Rings Online, they didn't really do a lot of ads, and I always thought they should have done more, even though they were they were at the stores though, their ads. It's gonna try to throw in an ad real fast. Just warning you guys. I always warn you guys when YouTube warns me. It'll like tell me. So I don't know. I remember the exact one you're talking about, but anyway. We'll continue here for a minute more, but I'm going to wait like 15 seconds for this ads so you guys can not get blocked. Tom Bombadil's house. Is this where I teleport to Tom Bombadil's house? Well, the commercial pops up. Mr. Val, yeah. I'm gonna wait for that ad to finish and then we'll talk a little more here. What's up, guys? By the way, welcome to the stream. Thank you for doing the like on it. Someone said they want to see Tom Bombadil's house. Let me add a fast travel back to this spot. I want to be able to come back here. Let's see. I need Oh, I do have a king's. I'll use that one. Gorgeous area. Thank you guys for getting to 30 likes. I appreciate it. It really does help. It really does help, especially when you leave likes on my videos and leave a comment. That really does help. Some of you go above and beyond and share it, and I appreciate that too. Last month I got like there was like 45 shares or something. Appreciated that many people did it. That was so nice. All right, let's see here.
What do you need?
What do you need? That's funny, Mr. Val. You're like, oh, 100%. WoW was running scared. Yeah, WoW was one of those, like, companies at the time. They never acted like they were, like, watching out for competition. But they totally were. And Lotro totally was a game where a lot of people won't say it. A lot of WoW players who would admit it would be like, oh, yeah, definitely. It was a competitor being an MMO at that time, even though it was not designed to beat WoW. It was designed to be its own game. It's why Lord of the Rings Online has similarities with tab targeting and stuff, but it's quite a different game than WoW. Like, it's quite... I've played WoW. I've played many hours of WoW. It's a different game. They have some similarities, but it's definitely a different game compared to some games that came out at that time that were totally just, scams to basically, copy WoW. But yeah, no, definitely they saw Lotro as a competitor because, I mean, let's be fair, Lotro is based off the Father of Fantasy, Tolkien, of modern fantasy stuff, which really is one of the reasons WoW's a thing. A lot of the original creators of the writers of Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne, and all the stories and stuff were literally, they said they got a lot of inspiration from Lord of the Rings. So granted, it's different, but like D&D, WoW, all of that, like that's really like, it kind of comes off a tree from Tolkien, right? Because Tolkien kind of took a lot of the original myths and mythologies and kind of brought them into a new format with his story, and kind of like gave us that idea of hobbits or halflings like we use in a lot of things, right? Which halflings are slightly different, but he calls them halflings too, Tolkien, but the, you know, D&D's slightly adjust things, WoW adjusted things, right? But all those things kind of came out, the idea of orcs, the idea of elves and men, and of course then WoW took it and made it, well, orcs are kind of just another species, so they can be good or bad, versus like, you know, Lord of the Rings, where orcs are pretty much evil most of the time. You know, about 99% of the time. You occasionally get one to work for you if, you know, you got something good to give him or something, but... yeah. Yeah, no, I think that, I think the best way to look at Lotro and WoW relationship is they have both improved each other. I think that, over time, I think they've been iron on iron, sharpening, and I think that Lotro is a better game because of WoW, and WoW is a better game because of Lotro. And I think that Lotro players will admit it, and I think that most WoW players would not. I think I'll take it back. There's a lot of WoW players that would probably admit it. I've had a lot of people get on and be like, you know, I'm a WoW refugee. I love your videos, you know, kind of thing, which is really nice. But there was something that happened like 3 years ago that a lot of people left WoW. I'm not sure why. I don't think the game's gonna die. Some people are like, oh, it's gonna die. I'm like, I don't know. People have been saying Lotro is gonna die for years, and they're so wrong. I can't even say how wrong they are. It's like when someone is like, there are no trees in that field, and you look out in the field and there's like 40 trees, and you're like, yeah, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? You all know what I'm saying. When people are like, you're like, that's definitely not a mirage. You walk up and you feel the tree, you're like, you know, that's definitely a tree, right? That's my example of how silly it is when people make those comments. It's like, no, that's definitely not right. It's one of those things you just know. It's not even worth arguing, because you're like, yeah, no, you're wrong. And you should know you're wrong. When people make those comments. Yeah, I don't, if we're considering in the North America, I don't actually know with the amount of players. I think Final Fantasy, I just said this Epic Games before you came in, Final Fantasy's kind of been in its golden age right now. Like these next few years, since like 2 years ago, it's really in its golden time. Like, it'll probably, hopefully, many years to come, just like Lotro and everything. But every game, MMO usually has like a peak spike for a few years, and then it kind of comes down. It has an average good, and if it's a healthy MMO that'll stay alive for a long time, it'll keep a nice base and have a lot of players, right? Which I think Final Fantasy is in that, right? That they might be slightly curving back down to a more average, sustainable amount of players than like a year or two ago, where it was just exploding every second. But that is, yeah, I think Final Fantasy is at its big point, right? Where WoW had one, Lotro had one, right? All of them have it. And they can have reoccurring ones too, right? With new expansions. That can definitely happen. That happens on average. Expansions do this with the player amount and stuff. But I'm talking about like kind of like whichever the biggest peak is, wherever it is, whether it's later in the history of a game. Final Fantasy is later, right? It's like 4 or 5 years into the game after they had to shut it down the first year, right? That's where their peak is. Lotro had its peak kind of like in the second or third year during the Moria expansion, and then it had one other big peak. But I think the Moria time and the one after that had just an insane amount of players at the time. We still have a lot of players in this game. It's crazy. Now that I've been talking about it for a while, this new hat is awesome. I love the textures on this hat. Look at my new hat. It's so amazing. It is the best of hats. I got the green dragon hat. I like that it looks like teeth or scales. Yeah, yep. And you know, you gotta give credit to the devs for that, the Final Fantasy for that. But their game just flopped when it came out. It was the glitchiest of glitchies. It was definitely not ready to be released. It was like, think Gollum, but worse, From what people told me, it was really bad, right? And the Golem launch was pretty bad, right? That one little game, the puzzle Golem game. But they, to the credit of Final Fantasy, they closed it down and reopened it a year later, and it was fantastic. And now, granted, it hurt their start a little bit, even though people did play it. But then a few years into it, now look at how great they're doing, right? They did a good job. You got to give it to them, right? Just like the Lord of the Rings Online devs, they do a really good job. Of course, I would say the Lord of the Rings Online devs are definitely like some of the nicest devs that really communicate with their people. Of course, I'm in it, so I don't really know with the other groups. But I know my friends who do WoW don't always like what they do. But there are some nice ones too. But of course, you know, it's up and down depending on who's in charge. You know, one thing I always tell people too is whenever I say Golem or when I say Rings of Power, don't always assume that I'm talking about the Golem game or the Rings of Power anime Amazon series, okay? Sometimes I might just be talking about the actual cool character of Golem or the actual Rings of Power, which are like a main staple of Lord of the Rings lore. Yeah, Lotro is pretty darn transparent. They really are. They'll just say what they're struggling with. Like, oh, we're struggling with trying to fix this because of this. You know, that kind of thing. Where it seems like other games will just be like, nah, man, don't tell them anything. You know? Yeah, also I feel like Lord of the Rings Online are people who, like, really do care and play the game. And they're not just there to, like, try to, like, siphon money out of people. Because I know a lot of people got really upset at, like, 2 or 3 things that WoW did in recent years. With, like, these WoW tokens and stuff. Which, again, granted, it's, you know, Lord of the Rings Online has Lotro points, right? Like, they do too. But it's a currency that you can, like, earn in-game, too. The WoW tokens are, like, where actually, like, you could, like, exchange them for money and, like, do stuff. I don't know. You have to ask a WoW player. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't really know. But I just know that a lot of big WoW players that I watch on YouTube, or aka that I know in real life, were frustrated about it. That's all I know. Look at how great I look. My guy looks so cool. Yes, Lotro has definitely benefited from a caring dev team that listens to his players. Oh, yeah. And isn't out for only money. Yes, true. Yeah. And again, there are things that Lotro have done that, again, I supported because I know that they have to make money. And of course, as players, we want to support their game too. Like, again, like the supporter pack idea. Like, I think that was a good idea because they needed a little bit more money. And obviously, there's stuff you can buy in game and stuff. But this game has really good free to play, right? So to do cosmetic stuff that people can buy and support the game is kind of a good way to do it. Like, I know that's what League of Legends does, which is a totally different genre, right? But how they make money is cosmetic things, right? So it doesn't affect free to play for people who play the game, but they cosmetically can get cool stuff. I think that is a ideal way to make money in a free to play game. Especially, I think the supporter pack idea for your housing and stuff was really cool. I love the new housing they added. I know they added the new housing areas that aren't like the classic ones, right? And like the Hobbit one and stuff, and Erebor and all those other things. I think that those were a good idea because, again, those are kind of cosmetic. You can buy a regular house, right, with in-game money at one of the regular places, or you can get a fancy one if you want to live in these other neighborhoods, right? And again, you can still earn some of it, but I think that's a good way to support your game and support it for your players to not lose their game, and at the same time respect your players, right? I mean, to an extent, yeah. I think Harkin, since Lotro has a more solid player base, being like that could be definitely the case at times. I think that maybe Lotro's devs might be slightly more accountable, but I think it's also because it's the dev's choice, right? They are more transparent, right, than other ones. I still think that ones like Final Fantasy do say things, but it's funny because, like, I don't see a lot of information from their devs, right? It's more like just announcement letters, right? Oh, new expansion, this detail, right? I'm not quite sure, and it's usually like content creators that are saying things about the game. I don't see like directly devs talking like we see with Lotro to the players. So, yeah, ESO, it's a pretty cool one too. There's a lot of really good MMOs. If you look at any MMO, if any MMO is older than 5 years and still has a player base, like a decent player base, you know they did a good job. Because MMOs usually will just die out if they don't. Lotra being 17 years old, it's an S+ MMO. WoW being, 19 years old or whatever it is. I don't even remember. Is it almost 20? I don't know. It's still an S+ MMO. Same thing with Final Fantasy. It's still here after 11 years. I don't even remember how old they are. Doing a great job. And again, the ESO, yeah, that one too. It's been around for a while now. It's doing good. Limsees needs more hooks. Yes, I will say that I think that if they're going to do more cosmetic things to sell, I think they should update the decoration to have more of them in the houses, even the paid and the regular ones, mind you. I think that if they did that, it would cause more players to want to buy cosmetic things. I really think they should. And also, if they do a UI update, I think a really good update would be there's some good. This game has a very good, you can attach a mod system from the main screen, right, when you're in the game, or at least layovers, or not layovers, that's like a plane, overlays, that's the word I'm looking for, overlays. I think they could really do more with the cosmetics. Make it where you can see the jewelry necklace, if you want, you can turn it off and on, you could see the rings, that kind of thing. I think being able to see your rings that you're wearing would be really cool on your character's fingers, since it is, Lord of the Rings. That would be cool, right? That'd be a cool cosmetic thing. And then they can sell more cosmetic stuff, right? Maybe make more pieced armor in the cosmetics. So it's not just a chest piece. You have, pants, the boots, then maybe you have leggings as a separate one. And then you have under chainmail and maybe over armor as two different options. And then you have shoulders, and then, you have your gloves, and then you also have your gauntlets on top of that, right? You could have a scarf spot and a hat spot, right? They could really do a lot with that, cosmetically. I think those would be things that would be very reasonable to do with a UI update and a cosmetic update of your characters, stuff he's wearing, and then they could sell more of that, right, to help support the game. I think that would be a very good way to make more money for Lotra. Man, look at this. I'm doing marketing and trying to make Lotra money for free. I'm not even sponsored. I just love this game. I really think the devs do a really good job, so I want to make sure. I think their choices of doing like supporter packs and cosmetic things you can buy and stuff is a good way to make money, instead of and keeping that good free-to-play system that they have. Yeah, exactly. Epic. How often do you see a Q&A with a streamer and answer tough questions? Yeah. Only Lotra I've seen do that. And the Return to Moria game, they've been pretty good. But I should ask sometime the Lotra devs and see if any of them want to have an interview and talk about the game for fun. I bet they would in the future. I know they've done that with other people who cover Lotra, so. But as a Tolkien channel, I cover lots of things, though Lotro is definitely probably like 60 to 70% of my content, right? Between lore videos. I use it as my canvas. I use it for everything in the background. If 50% of Lotra's player base says next expansion needs to be player versus monster player, overhaul and focus, SSG would do it. It's true. They probably would. Now, again, a lot of Lotra players like PvE. And the stories. That's a lot of reason why people play this game. I'm in the boat of, I was a huge player versus monster player. I would really love to see that overhauled. They have overhauled some, if you didn't already know, of it. But I would love to see more, personally. I'd love to see, too, like, there be more rewards for it, so people would be encouraged to do that more. And also, I'd love to see more cross-server abilities, like joining instances with other people, things like that, which I think might come along with server stability in the future. We'll see what they do with that. Again, I'm not gonna say a timeline because I have no idea. Devs showed the Catacombs said no more hooks coming into the game. Well, maybe they'll change their mind if we all say it enough. And also, Umbar housing is coming. That is exciting. So wait, no more hooks? Like, so they decided they're not going to add any more to the the other housing areas? Is that what you're saying? That's a good idea, Epic Games. If they were going to add new hooks, turn it into, if you're a subscriber, you get more hooks. So, like, if you have 50, you know, or right now they have like 100 something probably. It's a lot. They have a lot in the new Shire house. In fact, I could go to my house and look right now. Let's just go to my house real quick. Travel to premium house. Let me just travel my house real quick. Look at that beautiful clouds and sunset. Oh, I love this part. I love how Bree looks right in the evening or the dusk. It's pretty. All right, let's just teleport to my house here. Ah! That's a waterfall. All right, let's let it load up for a second. This is one of the reasons why they probably don't add more hooks more often, because things have to load. Here is my stables with my horse. All of my horses, and of course my boar and goats. So that would be a great idea, though, to add, you know, we'll give you more hooks for your houses, more than you can get right now. If you are a subscriber, you'll get an extra 50, right? And you stop subscription, then the stuff will just go into your, you know, your chest or something in your house, right? From those hooks. That'd be cool. Now, again, there's a lot in this house, okay? So let me just show you guys how many there are. So we don't think that they're being stingy, that Lotra's being stingy. This house has 153 interior hooks, 61 mobile outside, a hitching post, lighting, environmental music, wall surface. So, I mean, we're talking 240 things you can put in this house. Thank you, Harkin. Yes, this is my home. I haven't showed you guys in a while, so people haven't been here in a while. So I'll give you a little tour real quick. So this is my front area right here. Let me see. I think I have some music in this house. Let's turn it up. See if music turns on. We'll see if it turns on. Sometimes it won't turn on if you load it in after the fact. Let me see. I'll go in and out. Ooh. The door blocked me from getting out. So anyway, this is where I live. So this is Glenmouth Pass. So I live up. This is the Misty Mountains. Okay, so this is... I'm right here. And I'm in the Wells of Langflad. So down here, so I live here. In these mountains, right up here. The Misty Mountains, right side. Vales of Anduin. So, so I've got my barn there. Here's another barn. I've got my crafting stations here. I can do crafting here if I want to. So again, let's just point out, Lotro is pretty freaking awesome when it comes to their housing. So we're just a little bit greedy on our wanting more. I got another stall over there with a goat over there. Got my little training dummy snowman there. Harkin, we overlook things in the sense that the devs give us so much in this game. Need a bit more appreciating so much things. Yes, Harkin, I agree. Yeah, yes. Yeah, they give us a lot in Lord of the Rings Online. So I think sometimes maybe we get a little bit spoiled. Just a little bit compared to other games. Especially when you compare it to what Epic Game TV just said about ESO. They get 50 hooks and they give 50 more if you're a subscriber. I mean, look at this. Granted, I technically paid partially real money for this house. But now it's mine pretty much forever. And here's my little cat. But still, it's pretty awesome. And then I've got a trophy room here. These are a lot of my trophies I've killed over time. And there's this scary, up too late. I've already been terrified of my own turtle. My character's all terrified from this turtle. I put the creepy things in that room. And then over here is the main hall. You can adjust the lighting in these houses really, really. Like, look, if I show you the hooks, There's a lot you can do in this place. But there's like these lighting things. So I have certain lighting things. So I actually have a light that I put inside the waterfall so that the waterfall looks like it's like glowing. Like a light source, which is kind of fun. This is my bedroom here. Now, I will say I kind of wish you could move some of the hooks around. Granted, you can move things really far anyway, but I kind of think these 2 back rooms need a few more hooks for the bedrooms. But besides that, the main living quarters are nice. Here's a little hobbit guest room I have for my hobbit friends. And then that passageway goes down, but we're not going to go that way for just a second. Okay. All right, let's go back to what Mr. Revell said here. He said, well, devs who showed Catacombs said no more hooks coming into the game, but he said, oh, they are working on bigger furniture and other bigger items for housing to fill your big house better. Ah, kind of like the bar. Didn't I buy a bar? That I haven't... Wait, I didn't buy that yet, did I? Did I? Wait, didn't I buy that? I think I bought that, didn't I? Hold on. Let's look at it real quick. There it is. I did buy that. So they're working on things like this. Okay. I can't put it there. Can I put it here? Can't put it there. Can I put it here? Where can I put it? Oh, you know what? I forgot I take it out of this box. Let's see, can I put it here now? Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Look at that. That's so cool. So that's what I bought today at the end of the stream. Little green tavern. Though I'm going to bring this to our kinship house, I think. So we can all enjoy it. That is so cool. There's my hamster. So anyway, yeah, that's cool, Mr. Revell. They're working on bigger housing to fill it up, though. That's see, and again, like we were saying, they're so good about all the stuff they've done. Fire pits. Sorry, I was behind on the chat. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. I'm so glad you guys are having fun chatting. Chat away in the live stream, but I'm just trying to make sure. Here is my kitchen area. It's kind of cool. I've got like got that over the thing here, so I can cook. Got some carrots hanging from the ceiling, just because. There's my let's just stare at this for a minute, so you'll freak out in a second here. Let's just stare at that for a minute. I thought I killed the Watcher with that. The creature from the fire pits is something that hobbits need for their houses. Yes, well that's why I have these wonderful cooking things. More hooks. ESO isn't 17 years old. Yeah, no, it's not. True. But actually, I think Lotro has more than ESO, right? We just found that out with hooks anyway. Right? My ESO now default has 700. Oh, okay. So they do have a lot. Okay. There we go. Question answered. But yeah, exactly. I will say that again that ESO is a much newer game. Because ESO is what, 5 years? 6 years old? 7 years old? I don't actually remember right now how old ESO is. This is actually a cooking thing. I can cook here if I wanted to. This is a crafting station. This one. Kind of fun. Little side note. Too many hooks. By the way, I'd like to point out I didn't even have enough furniture to fill this entire front room. So this is the other way to come in. So I haven't even put anything in this front area yet. 10 years old. Okay. So yeah, so it's a difference of 7 years. That's pretty big gap. Man, I can't believe that's 10 years old. I remember when it came out too. Yeah, so this might have been mentioned in another video of Lotro Reddit, but would it be more great to see your alt characters in your home conducting daily tasks, routines? That'd be cool. I don't know if that's something practical for them to put their time into, but yes, that would be really fun to make them turn into like an NPC where they just kind of sit there like reading a book or something. That'd be kind of a cool little like spots for you to put your alts. It's an interesting idea. Yeah. I mean, if they could do something like that, it'd be really cool. It'd be neat to be able to see all of your characters in one spot. Like, too. A true dwarf kitchen. Now, the food smells. It's really good. So this is I made this my war room. So what I did here is I actually put all of the talking books on all of these shelves. So if you look, let me see, put names on here. If you see, all of these named books have a story that'll read automatically. So I put them all over these tables and in this corner. So it's kind of like my lore corner. This is basically my library area. And then we go over here, got my little thing, and this will actually, I think, teleport us, right, or something. So anyway, it's kind of cool. Look at how good this looks. It's like it has even like a bumped up 3D look. And this is a real map. This is Gundabad in the game. So if I bring up regular maps, you can see it right here. It's in Roavanian right here. Gundabad. There it is. Kind of cool. This one's actually almost looks better. Here's a model of Minas Tirith after the battle. It's not looking so hot. I've got some of these are my little teleport gates. I put right here. And then welcome to my underwater cave, where I have a beautiful rainbow and the sun coming in the cave. And occasionally you'll see some bats fly by right here. Let's see if they'll fly by for you. I have the bat set up where I try to make them come out of this cave right here and like go up there. So I have them customized in a certain way. I'm going to click skip on this ad. YouTube's trying to add an ad. We're going to skip that. Hopefully you don't get an ad now. Click skip. Sometimes it'll let me control it. Sometimes it won't. It just depends. You guys tell me. I already have my ads on my streams on like the lowest they possibly can be. So I do appreciate if you guys watch the ads because it does help with watch time. There's the bats. Pretty cool, huh? I made it where they go in and then go behind the waterfall and then like come out, go up. It was really hard because they spin a certain way, so you have to place them a certain way. So ads, if you pay for YouTube for no ads, good. The thing to know is when an ad happens, you still support your content creator. Thank you, Harkin. Thank you. Yes, I think it's very clever with the bats. Thank you for noticing. You can watch. You can place the watcher in the pool. Yeah, you could. There's the bats. So anyway, it's a pretty. I put those. I actually floated that. That's supposed to be on the land, but I floated it over the water because I thought it looked like it should be in the water, the sculpture, instead of on land. So I put it over there. The fact that Lotro introduced the ability to move things so far from their current location. So let's see, where is there? So it should be here, but you're able to move it up and down pretty much anywhere in the home from any of the furniture things. So that's a really cool addition to the game. So anyway, this is the coolest Hobbit house I think in this area. Well, there's a couple, but this one has cool water areas. And then I've got some more trophy things in some of these hallways. Like that. And yeah, I think that's about it. And then this pathway goes back to the living room. But I think that YouTube might have inserted that against my will there. So I'll wait a minute. There we go. It's a fish. It's a good dwarf. It's a good dwarf house. Wait, Zollin, why do you have a romantic swan room? Alright, we're going to take that back. So anyway, that's my house. As you can see, it has its own private storage, too. You guys should... There we go. This is the housing storage itself, which I don't know if I can really expand, but it's got some of its own housing. And then this is I can get to my shared storage from here, too. Which normally I can get to from... Since I'm a VIP, I can also get to it from my little thing here, my little item that I get as a VIP, where I can access pretty much all of these things anywhere in the world, which is a very handy thing. Again, it's just convenience. Being a subscriber is lots of convenient things. That's a lot of it. So anyway, it is nighttime now here. You can see I have this pretty little pool here. It's just got glory. Oh, look, it's got a fish. I didn't realize this pool had a fish. Has this been updated? I've got a fish. I'm getting messages. It's probably my family. Yeah, it's because I think my family is getting off work. They're at this time, so my family are at work. So they start messaging me, which is a positive thing. But it's got 2 koi fish. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize. So again, you can see I have some hay bales over here and some other horses because there's lots of hooks. So this is my guardian mount. And again, I love it's such a beautiful spot. I really like this. There's a lot of really good houses in the neighborhood. They're all really well thought out and really cool. This is the only one that has like that underground water, but one of them up here, I believe it's this one up here, has a cool underground spot where you can like see into the darkness and like see all of these like fires in the distance, like underground, I don't know, goblins, or maybe they're dwarves, I don't know, right? Or maybe that's the one over here. One of them has that. I've got a ballista right there, you know, in case I want to shoot at people. In case the Hobbit village down there gets attacked. That waterfall is loud. All right, my friends. Well, and this is how I troll right here, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm going to get on my mount. There. Except mine's bigger, apparently. Yeah, I love this barn, though. This came with the harvest thing, including the mounts. It looks really good. Well, my friends, another fish. I am very happy. Lotra's been doing a good job. There obviously are things that we could want more, right? But Lotra overall, as a company and a game, is doing a fantastic job. Standing Stones does a really good job. So, my friends, I think it's evening in the game now. I think I'm going to call it here. I got some stuff I want to do today. For the channel, a couple other things. Oh, you know what? Before we finish, can I just show you guys real fast? I might make a video about it, but let me just show you what I did with the playlists there. All right, playlists. So I totally broke down all the playlists and made them as best I could. So Zollin short is still just shorts. Live streams have all been broken up. So if I show you live streams, now you would see something different on the homepage, but I've broken it up into several groups. I have live streams all. So what I did is I put the first part at the first part and then did a line and then what it is, right? So live streams all, live streams Lotra Exploring Middle Earth Pack Trips. That's what this one will be on, this stream right now. And then live stream Kinship events, live stream Return to Moria's, and live stream with other content creators and friends and patrons. Okay, that's how I split up live streams. And then I also I split up a Lotro Life, which is the blog series, into quite a few actually, because I just felt like it was too confusing for people to find stuff, and I put descriptions on everything. So when you go through my playlist through the homepage, you can look through it. The bottom tab on the homepage has everything. So if I go to, wait a second, no, that's not what. No, that's where we are live right now. That's not what I want. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so the homepage, even though we're live right now, I've re-updated it. We have For You, which is whatever. It'll give you the most recent things that you might want to watch as a viewer, but that's up to you. We have all my videos in line as I release them. We have, again, most recent live streams, and then past live streams, most popular videos that are on my channel. And then my voiceover series, Lotra Tale, Lotra Adventure, okay? We have Return to Moria content, which is my live streams for it, and my guides and that. And then we have a Lotra Guide playlist. There's the 4 new guide playlists that I've updated and organized, right? So we've got 101 for Dummies, Basics, Moderate, and Advanced. And then a Lotra Life and Lord of the Rings collection playlists. So this has all of the Lotra Life ones, my performances and Lotra band things, in real life and in the game. We have channel update and info. Those are overtime channel updates. So They sometimes become irrelevant. Some of them are still relevant, but that's why they're on that playlist. I've got a cooking one if I do more in the future, and other stuff. I'll just put whatever on this playlist that doesn't fit in the other ones. We got animals and gardening. We have advice and show and tell, usually things I just talk about in a blog. And then I'm not sure about that last part, but we'll see. And then I've got Lotro Life. And if you notice, they all have a Lotro Life and then a slash. So you still know they're my blog playlist. I'm trying really hard to keep things organized so you guys will know what's going on. Camping and travel. And then you have greetings and happy holidays and events. Things I talked about or fun things, or if I said Merry Christmas or whatever, for a certain time. Again, those sometimes will become irrelevant. Some of them will still be relevant. Just depends. Lord of the Rings, and then these are my collections. So Lord of the Rings collections have all been updated to be a Lord of the Rings collection United Cutlery, Weapons, and Armor. A Lord of the Rings collection Items and Trinkets. Some Patreons sent me some cool Legos. I updated all the thumbnails of all the playlists to have the thumbnail I wanted the most that represents the playlist the most. So this one's models and Weta items. This one's books and more books. And this one is the virtual challenge medals and information. So that's kind of just all of it. And then Lord of the Rings content playlists. We still have a Lotro update, which is me just updating you about the game. We have a Lord of the Lotro wardrobe, a Lotro battle, ambiance tour, and then I threw in Tale here anyway, even though it was an adventure, because that's kind of all my Lotro playlists. And then all the playlists are here. You can see all of my playlists. You can always click view all and see them all, but you can see here's all of my playlists. I just stuck all of them on this, so including the Rise to War, all the streams. It says streams excursions. Those are things that aren't necessarily Lord of the Rings, versus like my special event streams like Kinship. So anyway, I worked pretty hard on this. You can check them all out. You can also always just go to the playlist tab, and that'll show you every single playlist. So if you just want to, they're all been updated with thumbnails. So there you go. So you can have fun digging through my catalog, back catalog information. Yeah, we're gonna close those too. Anyway, my friends, you have a great day in Middle Earth. Anyone have any last minute questions as I'm looking at the stream again? Good night, Mr. Rebel. Thank you for staying up so late. Great chatting. Yes, great chat with everybody. Yeah, the Yule Festival is fun. It is very fun. I'm definitely going to have to go do a couple other event things and earn a few more coins for me to get that keg for our place, too. Thanks, Harkin. I appreciate it. Yes, I put about... That took me about 7 hours yesterday to organize all of those videos, because I don't know if... Granted, a good chunk of my videos, there's some shorts, right? So I think probably 350, 400 are shorts. But the other, 1,400 videos or whatever, it's actual videos. So I just wanted a playlist to make it where it was a little more accessible for my viewers. So you guys aren't just like, oh, I'd love to go watch some of your older content, but I don't know where to find it. And you don't want to just look through one playlist that has 300 videos, right? That just takes too much work. I understand that as a viewer. So anyway, I think I'm all set there. I guess I'll let you guys go. And have a great rest of your day. Thanks to my Patreons. Thanks for watching this later if you're watching as a video. But if you're here live too, thank you for being here. Menu. If you ever, thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. All that's great. If you ever want to go above and beyond, you have the means and want to do some Patreon, sweet. Get some extra bonuses. But again, you can join our Discord too. You get extra bonuses for being Patreon, but you can join our Discord for free. Link's good for a week. And also you go to voicetherings.com. We have an actual site. The social media, all my social media links are there, and the Discord always works on voicetherings.com. The link for you guys to join. If you missed this one a week after or something. Alright, good night. And good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. I think I covered everything, and I'll see you guys in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings and streams. See ya. We're off.